Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. It's the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 1029. Doing it live once again. 1029. Time flies, too, because we just had 1,000. We're already almost at 30. You know, it's like...
It'll probably go until about episode 8,000.
8,000.
I think around 8,000.
How old will we be? If it took this show like 8 years to get to episode 1,000...
Yeah.
Are we going to be the
episodes
Earth's...
a week, though? Now it's 3.
It was 3 for a long time with the original cast, too. So... I don't know. Are we going to end up being the world's first immortals?
Yeah. Well, 8,000 wouldn't be that crazy. It'd be 36 years. Yeah, fix almost. You did the math, I think.
That's old. Yeah. I've been
We're
pretty
just going to
old
be
then.
80 years old. People who watch now, their kids are going to come watch us. And then they're going to be like, oh, you're watching those guys?
Is it going to be like that?
Yeah.
Damn.
Those guys do
That's
cuss
awesome.
words. You don't watch those guys.
By then, they'll have different cuss words that we can't even imagine.
You're the new one?
I don't want to say it because the first 10 minutes of the video is very crucial.
It's true.
Yeah, so I always try to be a sweet... Well, I do fail sometimes, but I try to be a sweet boy during the first 10 minutes.
I never have to try.
Oh.
I'm just naturally a good, sweet boy.
Yeah. Everyone, please like the stream. If you saw the intro for the Motherload, you might notice that we are actually bringing back a classic for this month's Motherload t-shirt, which is the classic Smoke Pan Everyday shirt. It's literally the original artwork I still had on this old computer that I have that we used to make the original Smoke Pan Everyday shirt. So it's literally the original. If you sign up for to be a $50 patron this month, I'll be shipping it to you next month. And basically, so basically, I go through the records and I send you a DM and I'm like, hey, send me your shipping address and your shirt size, and you respond with it, and then I send it to you. If you don't want this shirt, we will give you the choice of all of the previous Motherload shirts instead. So you can get either this one or you can get one of the older ones that you may have missed.
Yeah, if you missed one.
And if I was smart, I would have gone through and got all of those images, but I completely forgot about that.
Don't they save on the
website?
Yeah,
they're still out there.
Smoke Pan Every Day.
Yeah.
That's a good looking shirt.
Yeah.
Could you imagine wearing that to like the club and all the girls?
What do you mean imagine? Hold on. You're writing my autobiography for me right now.
Yeah. All the girls be like, is that tactical soap? And you're like, no, it's Smoke Pan Everyday t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's
and
perfect.
Tactical soap.
And tactical soap.
When you combine those, that's the element King Cobra's missing.
Poor guy.
Maybe someone should send him this shirt.
That might be the problem, yeah.
Yeah, tactical soap and this together, unstoppable.
I think next month's shirt is going to be a parody of this shirt, and it's going to have King Cobe's pan in it, his pan. It's going to say clean pan every day.
For those of you who don't want to be a patron, but you still want this shirt, there is a link in the description to go to our Teespring store, and this shirt is still available there. But if you want to get all the cool Patreon benefits and this shirt, become a $50 or more patron. It's really the thing that keeps the show alive. It keeps us doing this forever until episode 8,000, when one of us has a heart attack live on the air. Which one will it be? Tune in and see.
It's going to be both of us synchronized.
What we'll do is we'll do a combination of
Plaza shout out Herpel
shit.
Derpel and Kurod 420 from Enlightened Elite.
Shout out Herpel Derpel and Kurod 420 from Enlightened Elite.
We just,
Ayo.
I say we do an 8-ball and run on a treadmill until we both drop. Episode 8,000.
I'm okay with that.
That's what I say.
With the advancements in modern medicine, we're not going to be allowed to die.
Oh, they'll upload our brains into computers and give us robotic buttocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, also, this Saturday show is my 41st birthday show. Speaking of getting old.
41.
Yes, 41st.
It's going to be the sum 41 birthday.
The sum of my years will be 41. Yes, you
Yeah.
are correct.
I don't remember any of their songs off the top of my head.
Oh, they had a bunch of them.
I can't remember one.
There's the one that was like storming through the party like my name was El Nino.
Yeah, that's vaguely reminiscent
Yeah.
of something. I was going to sing you a Sum 41 song, but maybe I'll have to learn one for your birthday.
Okay.
I'll try at least.
Yeah. Give us a like and help us meet our goal and all that wonderful stuff. We will start looking into the things that usually they're slow news days. This is anything but.
This is not a slow news day.
No, it is not a slow news
Amber
day.
Heard is now being heard on her trial.
Has she taken the stand yet?
I think just today her side is now, I don't know if she's taking the stand.
Oh,
but
that's what I'm waiting on.
Her side is actually taking the floor now. They tried to dismiss her case. The entire case, they tried to get a dismissal, and the judge was like, nah.
Of course not.
Nah, it's not getting thrown out.
Them trying to dismiss it shows they don't have much. But
that was their best case, right?
Right.
But she is the one defending, right? You're going to go for a dismissal.
Well, there's a countersuit also.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I guess the Supreme Court, that's big news.
Yeah, we will we're going to hop into that right now. The Supreme Court. Well, the Supreme Court actually hasn't said anything. A document was leaked.
Insurrection. This is January 6 times 1,000.
How is it January 6th?
That's what all the right people have been saying.
Oh, okay.
Leaking this document was an insurrection.
There was a security breach, but whatever. We'll talk about it here. Here it goes.
He called me, sir. It got me so fuming angry.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow.
They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
It goes to show you, though, conservatives can just never be happy. They're finally getting what they've been fighting for so long, but they're complaining about a security breach.
Well, because they're not going to get it for sure, right?
It's an indication that it will likely happen.
Yeah, but now the public is crying about it.
The public's going to know. The public would cry about it anyway. And judges don't have to worry about getting reelected, so they don't have to worry about if people are mad at them for making their decisions.
They should feel bad for people's feelings, though.
They don't have to. If that's how they interpret the law, then that's how it goes.
Well, we all know how to take care of an unwanted pregnancy.
We do?
Yeah. Just make yourself a nice cup of tea. Sit back and relax. Flush away all your worries.
Yeah. Let's take a look at some reactions people had to this news.
For more on the reaction to this in Washington, let's bring in Ed O'Keefe, who's at the White House. Ed, good morning to you.
Jerika, good morning. There's been no response from the president or the White House just yet. We may hear from him or from aides later this morning, but there's been a strongly worded statement overnight from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, saying together in part that several of these conservative justices have lied to the U.S. Senate, ripped up the Constitution, and defiled both precedent and the Supreme Court's reputation. They call out Republicans by saying that every Republican senator who supported Minority Leader McConnell and voted for former President Trump, justices pretending that this day would never come, will now have to explain themselves to the American people. Other Republicans, meanwhile, praising the news. Missouri Senator Josh Hawley says the draft opinion is tightly argued, morally powerful.
Of course, this guy with this face would say that. Look at him. He's got that televangelist look on his face. If he wasn't part of the government, he'd be running some, racket in some fake mega church bullshit.
His basement would be well protected.
In Congress, Democrats have tried and failed to pass a bill that would make abortion rights federal law. The Women's Health Protection Act easily passed the Democratic-controlled House last fall, but failed earlier this year in the evenly divided Senate. That's despite CBS News' most recent polling, and this is important, it shows a majority of Americans support keeping abortion rights as they are. They also want it to remain legal in their state if Roe is overturned. Now remember, an end to federal abortion rights will kick this issue back to the states, which is going to put a huge emphasis now on big governors' races in several states across the country.
Move out of Alabama. Move out of any of those.
Do you know how hard
states.
it is for somebody in Alabama to move out of Alabama? Alabama is a trap.
Yeah. This was the original. Oh shit! It's not showing. That's very strange. Something went weird here. Hold on just a second. There we go. Shit went kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like, it was first, all of a sudden it was released on Politico, and then it was just everywhere instantly. But somehow Politico was the one who broke it. Like, this is the original leak of this. And here's the whole draft here. It's really long, so we wouldn't want to go through it all.
Is it up on the screen?
Oh shit, it didn't. There you go. So here's the original Political article.
The Supreme Court has voted to overturn abortion rights, draft opinion shows.
Yeah. And based on the court and the court leaning conservative, there's a very good chance. I never thought it would ever happen in my lifetime, but
I didn't think it would happen either, but you never know, and it still might not happen.
Might not.
Like, how many of the Supreme Court justices are conservatives?
Let's see.
Because they said the vote was a majority of 5.
Trump got 3 Supreme Court justices in there just when he was
and one of them took over the Darth Vader Ginsburg. So that was a big loss. Obama should have had the first one, but Mitch McConnell.
All right, so there's
snagged it.
There's John Roberts. Oh shit. John Roberts, Clarence Thomas. So John Roberts appointed by Bush, Clarence Thomas appointed by Bush. Then there was Breyer, Clinton. Then Alito, George Bush. Then there were Sotomayor and Kagan, both Obama. Then these 3, all Trump. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
So there's 6
5,
by Republicans?
6, yeah.
3 by Democrats?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, you know what sucks about this country? Everything. This is terrible. No wonder gasoline costs $5. I'm going to make a website. Like, you know how they have those sugar daddy websites? I'm going to make a pennyroyal daddy website where if you're pregnant, a guy will just fly you out to whatever state has legal abortions. You can cop that abortion and give him some sugar baby stuff in return.
Gasoline mostly costs $5 because of the Ukrainian situation.
I blame it on... The Ukrainian situation is all Biden.
That are also likely to be presidential battlegrounds in 2024.
I don't know if it's all Biden. I think Putin shares plenty blame.
Yeah, he's got to pay back
Georgia,
that loan
Wisconsin,
his son got from the Ukrainians.
Pennsylvania, Michigan.
Okay.
Democratic candidates in those states overnight saying abortion rights now central to their election campaigns. And Democrats have been warning since the High Court heard this Mississippi abortion rights case that the midterm results would likely be scrambled if the court ultimately decides to toss out federal abortion rights. Nate?
Ed, thank you.
Ed, thank you.
I guess we should have saw this coming with, you know, those states passing the civil citations, and you can get sued.
Well, like they said, all the Supreme Court justices were saying they wouldn't be overturning it, right? And
I don't know if they said that.
That's what what they just commented on was that they had said they wouldn't overturn it, and now everybody was going to be questioning them and hitting them up like, "Hey, I thought you said this was never going to happen, and now it's happening."
Yeah, it's been this way my entire life. It's just so I never expected it. Something like this. This seems regressive to me. It seems like we're falling backwards. I know it'll never happen in the state I live in now, though. The powers that be here won't ever make it illegal.
I wonder. I don't know. It sucks that this is the way it is.
Yeah, it's weird how things have to change so much in like state to state. Like weed is still illegal where I used to live.
Yeah, they just legalized it in New York recently.
Yeah,
and I don't know. It's all.
Pip Monk lives in Mississippi, and they don't even have medical weed in Mississippi.
They just have medical kratom.
That's how backwards they are.
I like Kanye West's stance on abortion. He was like, it's got to be legal, but we just got to give everybody $1 million. Like,
you've said this before, and
it's smart.
No, because giving everyone $1 million would
okay, so look beyond the $1 million.
No, that's part of it. How can I look beyond like an integral point of it?
Because the actual point is give people enough money to raise their children so they don't feel like they can't afford children or they can't afford to have babies.
It's a dumb statement.
It's not a dumb statement.
If you give everyone $1 million, then inflation would go like through the roof.
Yeah, obviously you don't give everybody $1 million.
Okay.
The commentary here is that we need to start making it so people can afford to raise the children that they have when they get pregnant. Like that's the real problem. The majority of people right now wouldn't be having abortions if they felt confident they could raise a child.
I want less people to have kids. I'm fine with less kids overall. I'm fine with overall less kids. We're not in some kind of weird population crisis where we have not enough people. We don't have too many people either, but I'm fine with less. Like the human race isn't going to go extinct if more people have less kids.
I just want more people so we have more viewers.
Okay.
It's the Star Wars sequel.
A Drunken Peasants fan is born every day.
I don't want to get into that yet. Yeah, I think just being okay with people just having less kids is more practical than giving everyone $1 million.
I think everybody who wants to have kids should be able to afford to have kids. We shouldn't live in a society that demands so much from the poor. And
it's usually the poor people that have a shitload of kids and the people with money that have less kids.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's the people who are poor with kids. They can live on welfare and have 12 kids in super welfare. But it's the people who get pregnant and don't want to be on the government dole and have super welfare for the rest of their life. They want to have a chance to go to school to raise their kid with an actual chance in their future. And they're like, I can't give that to them right now, so I should have an abortion. I can't do this on my own, and I don't trust the father to take care of the kid. I should be able to have an abortion.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just not ready.
Well, that's not up to them now. Everybody's going to have every baby they get knocked up with, whether it's a little rape baby or not. That's the direction we're going in. Billy sounds like a conservative. I am a conservative, dude, for all the good reasons. Religion, racism, all the R's. Republican.
Republican?
Yeah, I'm all the good R's.
I thought you were gonna say like reading, writing, and arithmetic or something like that.
I like recess. I like all the R's, so I'm a Republican. I'm not a fucking Republican, dude. Your conservative loads, hot.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see what happens with this, though, because it's just a leaked thing now, and not even the president has talked about it yet. That's weird, because the president used to talk about this shit all the time. So it's funny that now this has been leaked for 24 hours now, and no, not a peep from Biden about it.
They probably have to coach him because he has to remember somewhat of the speech without deviating off topic. He's probably being spoon-fed ice cream right now. The one says, "Don't want kids? Keep your legs closed." Yeah, isn't that simple? Isn't that simple?
That is, yeah, I don't, that's not, that philosophy has never really taken to any great degree.
Do you know how many people out there can't keep their legs closed? One, because their weird pressure from society puts them on their back in social situations. We need to raise stronger people, and we don't have that. So until then, we need to stop making people. Fuck yeah, I'm mansplaining, dude. Men built this world. Fuck yeah.
Oh, shit. Let's see. Fuck. Anyway, here's a weird news story that someone sent in.
It's the Star Wars sequel we never saw coming. The tale of a Queensland woman, a bitter breakup, and at the centre of their galactic split, a Wookiee named Chewbacca.
A 3-year relationship has turned sour. Can's mum, Jessica, dumped
Can's
her
mum,
cheating
Jessica.
boyfriend. As payback,
God.
he's plastered her phone number around town, advertising a Chewbacca roaring competition, promising a $100 prize for the best one.
Somebody did this with my phone number before. For like 2 days, I was getting Chewbacca roars.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why does that happen?
They just post your phone number to Craigslist and say $100 for the best Chewbacca roar. And then people call.
That's really a thing?
Yeah.
I've never heard of
like
that before.
8 years ago.
Huh.
Really strange hours of the night, about 1 o'clock till 4 o'clock, eh? I thought it was quite funny, actually. I thought it was a good joke.
A good sport, Jessica is.
Just pull it down, please, and yeah, have a laugh for me. And if you want to make a phone call, go for it. I don't mind. Bring it on.
But here's the dark side. Jessica says he's even dumped his car, tyres removed, in the driveway, blocking her in.
What the fuck?
The force is
What a
strong
psycho.
Far north.
What is this?
That's
The
a
police got in
psycho.
contact with me, and finally they're going to do something about it.
And?
Yeah, that's
There's
some
a new
psycho
hot-
shit.
If there's anyone out there that can do the real Chewbacca sound, I might marry ya.
Oh, damn.
Adam Hegarty.
I like how she laughed and it was half Wookiee on her own.
What do you mean? So we'll circle back to news in a minute here. Let's take a look at some antagonism stuff that I found recently.
Antagonism. Yeah, if anybody wants to marry her, just do your best Chewbacca growl and also take her out for steak. See if she can gum a steak.
Don't touch me. Yeah, they're gonna touch me.
Everyone, like the stream.
That was Aussie Gothy, or was it New Zealand Gothy? Newfie Gothy?
I think she had all of her teeth.
That girl had all of her teeth?
I thought she did.
They were in a very peculiar position. Everybody thinks that was Gothy for some reason.
It wasn't. That, I think that was Australia. Here's a little breaking news that happened earlier. Ethan Ralph was IRL streaming at some of the pro-choice protests in Washington, D.C. And I don't know what happened, if someone like called in basically a SWAT on him or what. But he was identified as matching a description of someone the police were looking for. So here's some of that.
Let's turn this off for me, please.
There's more.
They cuck the content.
Got an ID on you, sir? No. You don't have an ID on you?
I have my passport. What?
Can I see your passport? What for? You match a person to description that we need to take a look at you and identify you real quick.
Am I being detained?
Yes.
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 Come with me.
What are they saying?
You're being detained.
For what?
We're going to detain you. We'll have a discussion and we'll talk about you. Okay. Let's turn this off for me.
Turn this off for me. 7 seconds in heaven.
I thought there was more to this, but I guess this is all. They arrest him. And then here's another angle of it.
And this is exactly what we're supposed to do.
You can see him with the cuffs on him being escorted.
Way back there?
Yeah, way back there, like near the actual front of the building there.
Yeah.
In the black shirt.
Ah.
The little guy in between the two taller guys in the white shirts. And this was captured by Corinne. Is her name Corinne?
Corinne.
Corinne. All right.
First arrest by the Supreme Court.
She's like in her early 50s or something, and is kind of wacko and
Maybe
like,
50s. I thought she was in her 40s, but I never know.
She's been around a while though. She might be in her 50s now.
I just assume every woman is in her 40s.
Okay.
She is a big IRL streamer, has done some pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, she was like Ice Poseidon's neighbor back in the day. That's how she got into this shit.
That's funny.
She was the wacky, loopy mom that lived next door that was always coming around and getting in trouble.
Yeah, she kept trying to get me to go IRL stream at CHOP, the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone or whatever.
She was there doing it?
No, she kept telling me she was trying to come up here and do it with me. I'm like, I'm not going there.
Right.
I'm not going to go IRL stream at the
People
fucking
got
CHOP,
murdered
dude.
there.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it's not the best. Here's a little more of that.
Okay, Ethan's car is still here. So what's going on? His car is here and there's no police at it. I'm at his car right now. I'm at his car right now. His car is here.
She has some of the worst camera skills I've ever seen.
They were, and they drove off, and I just asked them if they're doing anything, and they weren't doing anything.
Like most other IRL streamers have a more steady camera, it seems. I don't know.
Yeah, she's...
Yes, this is weird. Is this a joke?
She's
or
just
is it
content.
I think she's heavily medicated.
This is real, right?
I don't
This is
know.
real? Oh, my God. Okay, thank you. Oh, my God, I'm having a panic attack. Okay. Okay, we got to work together.
We gotta work together.
Work together. How can you work together with someone who just got arrested?
Yeah, the prisoner dilemma.
Yeah.
I feel comfortable. This is the last time this happened was December 2020. This hasn't happened for a while.
What do you mean the last time this happened?
Thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you, because I've been attacked too much. I can't get attacked again. I'm not in the mood. Oh my God.
I'm just not in the mood to get attacked.
Who's
is all.
gonna attack you?
She's just not in the mood to get attacked. Is all.
Thank you. But you're going to tell me as soon as Ethan gets out and we can go get him, right? Or you can get him. Okay.
Yeah, pink alert, pink alert. I wish I still had that pink alert thing.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to call May, and then you tell me as soon as you know what to do. Tell me exactly what to do, and I'll do whatever you tell me to do. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Are we gonna get an update
No, I'll do
from
whatever you guys
Corinne?
want to do. Just keep me safe. This is very intimidating.
This is
And we
very
got to get Ethan out of detainment.
Who's she on the
This
phone
is
with?
unacceptable
Do we know?
behavior.
I don't know, but she said she was going to call May, and that's Ethan's baby's mom.
They took his phone from him?
The one that used to date Digibro.
Whoa, okay.
That's why that whole fight happened between Digibro and Ethan Ralph. And
She had stuff over at Digibro's house they were trying to pick up.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to do it right now. Want me to do it right now? Okay, all right, text me, because that's the best way to say. Just say answer. What should we say? What's our code word? Hawaii.
You just said it. How's it a code word when you say it live?
Okay, I'll text it right now. I'm going to text you my selfie. Okay. You got it?
Got to text you a selfie for
215
authentication.
215 Pennsylvania Avenue Southeast. I'm going to give you my selfie right now.
Code word Hawaii.
Is that good? Okay. No, I'm going to text it to you. I'm going to hang up and text it to you.
The password is password.
This is fun.
I think she gets arrested
You
here.
women are fun.
Or at least detained. I don't think they were actually arrested. I think they were detained.
This is fun. What?
You need to follow us.
I need to
Uh-oh.
Man, what? Man, people are crazy.
follow you. Can you help me through this?
Whenever the cops are like, you need to follow me, I'm like, I'm physically incapable of moving. I'm too fat. You have to get a paddy wagon.
A sausage patty wagon.
I have a bad hoof.
I'm a live
I'm
streamer. My
too
name is
fat.
Corinne. Did you just get? Well, did you just
You
have a false claim
I have a
somebody
bad
had a bomb or
hoof.
something?
No, ma'am, I didn't get a phone.
Oh, what are you having me do? Oh my God, I'm like gonna have a heart attack.
Oh God.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Walk down this way, so you...
This is my bodyguard, Hawaii.
We got you.
Okay, he has to have a bodyguard.
My bodyguard, Hawaii.
My bodyguard. But what are you detaining me for?
Well, you match the description, it's on a little bit.
Okay, yeah, it's a fake call, and I'm a live streamer, so it's a fake call. Okay, what police are you? United States Capitol
Yeah.
Police? Did you detain Ethan Ralph?
Guys.
Yeah, we're being...
Corinne. Nice to meet
you. I think that's all I have from this. Someone was uploading it.
Yeah. Match the description. I don't know.
I guess I need to go on. I don't know what platform she's on. I need to just go on some of these like off YouTube streaming platforms and record some of this shit to watch, because it is just some of the weirdest stuff.
Yeah, it's
especially in environments like this.
It's fucked up to call in fake reports on people. So
Oh no, yeah, I don't agree with that at all.
I think this kind of sucks, but it doesn't mean we can't watch it.
Right.
Doesn't mean we can't watch the live swatting.
Yeah, it's different. I guess it is technically a SWAT. You're not like calling them to someone's house though. You're like alerting the police.
You still
to,
send the people after somebody,
Yeah.
which like if they're not their house, like it's only slightly different. Like
yeah,
when you go to the house, you're not sure what sort of weapons they're held up with, but you don't know if this person has anything on them, especially if they call and say this person is a violent criminal and they
Yeah.
assaulted me or they pulled a gun on me or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't agree with that at all. Here's another person though. It's remember Durst the Worst?
Yeah. Actually the worst.
Unironically the worst.
Free abortion for all, strike the ban.
Infanticide for all, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Oh no, tear down the sticker. Ah! Yeah, no.
Oh, he's saving
Dude,
the
what's up with
world.
your finger? What is that?
Looks like he was flipping
got
the light
poo-poo?
switch on and off in Jared Genesis'
Yeah, what is
bedroom.
that?
What did my guy? Did you get Chipotle booty and forget to wipe with toilet paper and just use your finger? Did you hole
What is
poke with your
that?
bare hand? That is a stink fucking blink. You got a little bit of a shit stirrer on the tip of that finger. It's like he was picking his ass in his nose and went back and forth. What's going on there, dude?
No, Madison, DSA.
You got a fucking yuck button on the tip of your
Bolshevik
finger.
Tribesman.
Bolshevik tribesman.
We're not depopulating our country.
It'd be great if like half of the America First losers were actually worthwhile human beings so they could just populate the country themselves, but they're all incel weirdos that can't make babies, and if they do, they don't take care of them.
He's like, you're not depopulating the country, but like even with abortion being legal, the population is still going up. It's not going down. It's not even close to going down. It's not like, oh, we had a close year this year.
Yeah,
we just barely had more people.
They feel like it's the depopulation of
whites,
white people.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, abortion.
Actually, Doug Tenable was on here having a debate where he claimed they were trying to wipe out the African American race by making them have abortions. So which one is it? I don't know.
Because you're a bunch of fucking kvetchers, all right?
Kvetchers? Is that the new diss? Is that the new naughty word? Well, kvetching is a Jewish, a Yiddish term, right?
I mean, they're into that, right?
Kvetchers. That's ridiculous.
Check this out. Remember that when that news story came out that Alex Jones accidentally sent CP to the lawyers of the Sandy Hook families?
Was it he did or the lawyer did? His counsel or something?
Something like that. And Alex Jones did that crazy video with his lawyer, and his lawyer's just sitting there like...
Yeah.
This is Alex Jones' lawyer acting really weird in public.
And we're going to give you guys one shot to wow the judges. So once the judges get situated...
Alex Jones would have a lawyer with a ponytail. I'm just saying.
We're going to bring up Mr. Norm Pattis. Come on up, Norm. Keep it going for Norm. Nice and loud. Nice and loud.
I heard that at some point during this, he pulls his pants down and says the N-word.
Shut up. Are you joking?
I mean, this is a fucking weird competition. How am I supposed to compete with Jimi Hendrix if I won it? And, you know, and I'm in love with you, but, you know, I'm going to have to play a musical instrument now here myself because there's no way a comic could have advanced. Excuse me.
Well.
All right.
No, okay, never mind. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And I'm not identifying as black, and I'm not asking anybody's permission to use the N-word. I haven't used it yet tonight.
Whoa. You could have been like, hey, Billy, I'll give you $1 million if you guess what happens in this video. And I could have sat there for an hour making guesses. And I never would have said Alex Jones' lawyer pulls his pants down and says the N-word. Never would have guessed that. What the hell?
He says literally the N-word.
Oh.
Well, he might say...
There's a method to my madness, and yes, it is madness. You know, I gotta tell you something. I'm going to be 67 years old.
I can't believe, like, this isn't a huge crowd or anything, but I can't believe this many people are sitting in seats watching this guy.
Oh, it's not like he's the headliner. He's part of a group. There's like 7 people behind him there. It's like an open micer. Like, all these people are representing somebody going to do the same thing he's doing.
September. I am so fucking
He probably
old.
brought like 4 people of his own. Like the other 10 people up there brought 4 people of their own.
Past my bedtime. I think it's tomorrow right now. I just called into my office. I said, where am I going to court today? They said, have you gone to bed yet? I said, yeah, it's Tuesday, right? No, I'm screwed. But I've got a serious case of white male fatigue syndrome. Does anybody know what that is? White.
This woman in the front row is not impressed. Holy shit. She is having her own Me Too moment right now.
This is one of the greatest videos ever.
Look at the girl next to her whose like lip is completely tight and upturned almost into her nose.
And
She's
then pink alert in the back.
She's loving it.
Yeah, she would.
She's
wearing pink. She's a Karen in pink.
I mean, I'm looking around, and everything is social equity, and we got to try so hard. I can't even turn on the freaking television. I want to watch a ball game. There's Colin Kaepernick. I'm in church. Oh, yeah. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear about Black Lives Matter. You know, even the commercials are fucking political now. Every damn commercial that's a biracial couple. How many of you actually know biracial?
her sitting there and looking at him like this is just, what is this?
Yeah.
Why are there like bondage people in the crowd too? There's like that woman on the right.
Yeah, this is an eclectic group of human beings.
I don't know what this is.
It's probably Austin, Texas. Isn't that where Alex Jones' headquarters out of?
Alex Jones lives in Austin, yes.
Yeah, this is definitely an Austin, Texas crowd.
I turned on TV the other night, it's Miracle Room, okay? In case you can't conceive, we've got the solution.
They're having drinks too.
Sure
This
enough,
is some
you know.
kind of. It looks like a VFW hall or it's some,
Yeah.
like a banquet hall or something.
Probably a hall at the Governor's Mansion Hotel.
Black woman and the white guy, and the white guy and the black woman, and they're looking heartbroken. They're at the guy's shop. You ain't gonna have a baby. Oh my God. Well, in the last scene, suddenly, they got a baby. And
Why
it's
the
Miracle
fuck is
Room.
his pants still down? He's just hipple hopping around with his pants around his ankles.
They gave him the baby. The baby's Asian. I mean, we're trying too hard. All right, I didn't think I made this. I thought I did. They're going to throw me out in the consolation round. So now here I am. I want to give you guys a gift. You've been very patient listening to me tonight. I've got 2 more riffs and then I'll be done. They said if you made it this far, be brief, people will want to kill you. This young woman in the front row, she wants to kill me.
He calls her out too.
Please be my guest. All right? Anytime.
He said, "Be my guest."
So here's the gift. I'm now going to tell you how to say "fuck you" to somebody, and they won't know it. And you can even do it on YouTube. You can do it on Instagram. You can do it anywhere you want to do it. Ready? Somebody's ragging on you. You bring the kids home. Your ex-wife. You're 7 minutes late. Johnny can't brush his teeth on time. Now all of our programmed learning is going to be in record. And I was homeschooling and I wanted to be Albert Einstein. And I was going to be just like you.
Who would hire this guy to be their lawyer?
I mean, Alex Jones.
He must love just flushing his money down the shitter.
I don't know. Lawyers are into some weird shit.
Oh my God.
He's probably
What do you
better than
say
Amber
to that
Heard's
woman?
lawyer.
What do you say to her? Honey. Hey, I'm back. I'm trying to teach you how to say "fuck you." Hey, you with the ponytail, bobbing like you're in the backseat of a car. In 1955.
Oh!
You. Here's how you say "fuck you" to somebody. If you see K and you put the stress on you, if you see K, tell her I said hello.
Oh God!
And then you
The
walk around, and
cringe!
they're standing there saying, "If you see K, fuck."
No!
Last bit, and then I'm done. I promise.
Pull your pants up.
George Carlin. What do you think of George Carlin? I like George Carlin. You know, that was back in the days.
The old lady in Pig's like, yeah!
We had taste, when character mattered, when we talked about the content of a person's character rather than their identity. And certain words were off limits. Shit, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits. I don't remember what the 7th one was. Now it's all about identity. And I'm going to get in trouble with some people in the front row here. But I'm going to you can kick this ass, but you're going to have to chase it. Because I'm going to, I'm old, but I still run. You know, 4 years ago I came in 3rd in my age class in a half marathon. I was running 8-minute miles. You think that's impressive, right? You know, almost every 60-year-old was dead. They couldn't run the race. So when you become old, you start competing in athletic events. I can't wait to do ping pong. I mean, I'm just going to be great at wheelchair ping pong. But anyhow, identity politics. Who can't we talk about now? Women, right? I couldn't figure out twat the matter with that. That's all.
He used the I can't figure out twat joke.
Like that, you can also
I was saying that kind of stuff.
I know, these are like kindergarten jokes.
Yeah.
These are little baby kid jokes.
I'm waiting to see if he drops the actual N-bomb.
Look, if he does, I will send $1 to his favorite charity.
$1.
$1.
Here, she's already
Chet Lemon says he
imagined
drops it.
6 ways she can flay my flesh, fry it, and sell it at a street vendor's fair. I must be a fucking retard. Or maybe I'm just slow. But better that than a gimp, right? I mean, I really would want to disable. A client of mine just got sued under the Americans with Disabilities Act. You know what he did? Blind people couldn't read his webpage. So I got a call from Mick Jagger. The deaf can't hear my rock concerts. What the hell? What? Oh, man. I'm not gay for this day. I'm straight, honest. No, I am. But, you know, here's the good news. We finally got diversity in Washington. We have our first open...
I do want to say the woman in the front with the glasses on seems very entertained. Like, she's very happy.
Because she doesn't see the energy of any of the crowd behind her, and she's right up in the front just being a good little soldier. Being a good little viewer.
Yeah, maybe
she
she's
doesn't realize the anger that everybody else has. She's like, oh, this is great. I'm just supportive. I'm being supportive.
Complete gay cabinet member, Pete Buttigieg.
It's Buttigieg, not Buttigieg, right?
I don't know.
I thought it was Buttigieg.
Department of Transportation. I am so relieved that we finally got a real cocksucker in Washington. I've heard. No. I've heard that they're going to have this is going to be the diversity seat. And now they're looking for an LGBTQ whatever initial comes next to sit there, and the person's got to get up in their Senate confirmation hearing and say, I put the trans in transportation.
I put the trans in transformation, then he realized he fucked up transportation. He fucked up the joke.
Wow.
And what's that? Oh, QU. Yeah. You got something you want to tell me? When you go to the bathroom, which way? Where do you stand, sit, stand on your head? What do you do? Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what the hell I am. But anyhow, the N-word, right? You know, can I say the N-word? I guess not. I'm going to get beat up in the parking lot. But I'm going to try. Ready?
It's hard for me to breathe right now. I've been holding my breath the entire video.
Ready? Norman! No, that's me. I mean, never mind that I was named after that goofy motherfucker in Psycho, Norman Bates. I mean, God almighty. Take a shower, Alfred! No, thank you.
It's like I've been cringing.
Yeah, this is absolute cringe right here.
I've been on like the edge of super cringe this entire time, just waiting for it to happen. It's very my anxiety has been going through the roof on this show lately. It's just when we watched that damn movie for movie night, the Alice movie we watched it last week.
Yeah,
had my anxiety up. I'm like, just fucking say it and get it over with. Rip the Band-Aid off. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired.
Negotiable. Lawyer, I can't even spell
This
that.
fucking woman in the front row is just like
he even pointed her out. He was like, "Oh yeah, this woman here hates me." It's like, yeah.
I don't think she even hates you.
She's not amused.
She's not amused. This is not amusing to her.
Man, I don't know what I'm going to do. Especially since I forgot the third riff in that. It was the build-up for all of this thing. So I guess the bottom line, people, is you just can't say certain words. They're off limits. And one of those words is nigger.
Oh! I kind of saw that coming at that point.
That guy's like, let's get him.
Come and get it. I'm a fucking faggot, and I'm a...
Yeah, that's a good way to respond to him saying the N-bomb.
Yeah.
Use other slurs in response. You fucking lawyer.
You lawyer?
You dirty fucking lawyer. God, that was hard to watch.
Yeah, he's something else. Here's Trumpster Bob calling us liars.
What?
He also makes fun of my tick.
Oh no.
That I get sometimes. What a jerk. what an ableist jerk Trumpster Bob is.
Let's see if it's funny.
So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the way America has been going, the same as I'm not a fan of Kermit Friends. I was never a fan before. I'd never even heard of Kermit Friends. I never heard.
So now he's about to blame us for him going over to Kermit
Well, it
Friends.
is our fault.
I mean, we didn't force him to go over there.
We
He saw her
platformed
on his
Elisa.
show. He fell in love.
Yeah, we platformed Elisa.
And she's a tard wrangler. And he's prime tard to wrangle.
Yeah,
but he's such a jerk that now he let himself get consumed by his jealousy and his weird delusions. So he thought Wheezy and Elisa were like banging, so he like freaked out about it. He was surprisingly okay with the Andy Dick thing. Probably because Andy also likes the dudes.
I think it's because Andy wasn't a very good boyfriend, so he felt bad for Elisa because she was getting put through the ringer with that Andy Dick feller.
Yeah.
Of Elisa Jordana. Prior to meeting her over that stupid show, what's it called? Oh, the Drunken Peasants. You know,
we used to be a 10 out of 10 podcast or 9 out of 10.
Well, listen how he describes us now. Yeah, he's like, I said that to him on Twitter, and he's like, ratings can be altered.
Shit.
And then I just responded to him with, wrong, because that's what he does every time.
Fat ass and meatball.
Dude, let's change the name of the
Fat
show
Ass and
to the
Meatball?
Fat Ass and Meatball show.
Hey, you're watching the Fat Ass and Meatball show. Guess what we got for you today? Another whoop whoop zinger with Trumpster Bob.
Yeah, you know what? We should be Fat Ass and Meatball and the Morning Zoo.
Bahooga! Bahooga!
And we'll just be a normal like FM top 40 morning show.
Yeah, you're listening to Fat Ass and Meatball, and we're going to play for you the brand new Sum 41 song.
You know, the guy that's constantly going.
Oh, yeah, here's...
Is that you or me?
That's me. That's the... Like, sometimes when I get really wasted, my forehead gets kind of twitchy like this. And that's what I do. But he's, like, opening and closing his eyes. I don't really do that. I do this, like twitchy forehead thing.
T-Bob has a stolen valor.
Is that how I do it?
Fucking Ben.
I thought it was you for a second.
That guy's so funny.
He likes it. See, he's like, that guy's so funny. He can't even riff on you without laughing. He loves DP, guys.
He does.
He's putting on a show for the camera. Look at that genuine smile. He loves us.
Actually, we also kind of... I was streaming on my other channel and talking to Pimp and Shabisky about Trumpster Bob, and we kind of think Bob might be lacking in the tooth department, and the mustache just kind of hides the flappy lip that people get when they're like the keen lip. We'll just call it the keen lip.
Yeah,
you know,
dumb. I was in the military. I've shown my DD-214.
Okay, you may have been in the military. I don't know about that, but your stories about what you did in the military, absolute bullshit.
And I really don't give a fuck what anybody thinks.
Well, you don't give a fuck. Yeah, you don't care about your public defender. You don't care what he thinks. That's why you stopped taking your case. You tweeted at me today, by the way, about how your legal team is basically doing what Amber Heard's legal team did today and asked them to drop the charges. That's not happening. That's not happening, Trumpster Bob.
So I challenge everybody on the face of this fucking planet to prove that I have stolen valor and to have me arrested right now.
I mean, you probably won't get arrested for it. And you may have been in the military, but you're lying about what happened.
And isn't stolen valor to get arrested for it? You have to show that you're like profiting off of the stolen valor.
I would have to look into it.
Like if he's over there getting the fucking Denny's Veterans Day breakfast for $3.99 instead of $5.99,
yeah,
maybe you could press charges.
I was in the military, and everything I said about being in the military is a fact.
Is a fact.
It is not. It is not. And you say all sorts of other things
the stolen
that you say
valor
are facts that are not. So, yeah, it's saying here...
The Stolen Valor Act of 2013 was signed by President Barack Obama on June 3rd, 2013. The act makes it a federal crime to fraudulently claim to be a recipient of certain military decorations or medals in order to obtain money, property, or other tangible benefits.
Tangible benefits. So internet clout from ridiculous stories isn't going to get you arrested. And nobody thinks that.
You have to prove that somebody actually believed his stories and
like gave him money.
Yeah.
If he was like, if he got like a bunch of donations based off of his stories, then there'd be a case there.
Yeah.
So if anyone knows if that happened, hit me up.
It's unbelievable.
Muffin Man says stolen valor is legal. Did you not just see Obama 2013? It's illegal.
It's illegal if you're actually profiting off of it in some way.
Hey, everybody, our donos are really low right now.
$5.
If you guys could send in $50, $60, $100, we'll give $1 of it to Trumpster Bob for his medal recipients, so we can get him on stolen valor. Okay.
It's also my birthday week. My birthday is Saturday. It would be amazing if you could help us meet the goal for that alone. So I can have a happy birthday.
Amazing Grace.
Why are you singing Amazing Grace?
It'd be amazing.
Okay.
They
They normally
hit the
sing
goal.
that at funerals. Are you saying I'm about to die? How are we going to make it to episode 8,000 with that
It's
attitude?
not about a funeral. It's about the song itself is about redemption. This is redemption.
I really don't give a fuck what you think. How about that? But I promise you, you're never going to see me in jail over stolen fucking valor.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That does not, just because you don't go to jail for it doesn't mean your stories are true. Your stories are complete bullshit. You're not some kind of crazy special forces ninja that you claim to be.
He can't even not go to jail for making phone calls.
Right.
He can't guarantee he's not going for stolen valor.
According to him, like his abilities in these stories, when Mark Connors would have, like, he got the first punch in on Mark Connors. Actually,
Yeah.
he would have just killed Mark Connors, like rah, like break his neck, like nothing.
I could see that happening.
It didn't happen.
Almost. So close. Trumpster Bob was so close to murder.
Here's something. You know that guy who hosted that show with Sidney Watson?
Yeah.
Elijah Schaefer, I think is his name.
Yeah.
This is a video that I came across. I think Honest Red will like it.
Okay.
actually. I don't think he's watching right now.
Yeah, Native Americans, get the fuck out of America. You're on stolen land that you stole. And you want to know why Manifest Destiny happened? Do you know why we took it back? Because we couldn't live with you on the land because you guys kept declaring war on us and kept declaring war and trying.
I like how he says us. This was not you. Like, it's not even anyone that you know or that your parents or grandparents knew. They're so far removed from you. And they may not even be your ancestors. I don't know your background. But, you know, a lot of white Americans, their ancestors came over here long after this kind of stuff happened. Like mine. None of my ancestors lived here when this kind of stuff was going on. It was, 1900s. So
take back land that we already traded and or bought from you, and you did not understand property rights because you were savages, and that's why you got the name that you did. Unfortunately for you, that's what happened. So you know what? It's just true.
You don't understand property rights? Yeah, it's an imposed ideal. They didn't have property rights. They had to defend your territory from others, but the land was open. There weren't ledgers to say, "Hey, I own this land." They just inhabited the land and raised their people on it.
There was a point where the federal government was encouraging Western expansion, and they were selling federal land in what was the West at the time, which is now the Midwest, for like pennies on the dollar, and immigrants were buying like big plots of land and like getting a certificate from the government, and that encouraged the westward expansion so that there wasn't like overpopulation in the East.
Yeah.
So people got like documentation. This is my land, but it was the federal government selling it.
Of course.
And of course, that was somebody else's land that the government annexed.
It was native land.
Yes. I mean, why do you think the state of Indiana, like how that got its name? It was Indiana, it was given the name because that was Indian country. You go there now, there's hardly any native people living there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They kept getting pushed further west as, the United States kept growing further west.
And little did the East Coasters know, the West Coast was beautiful. It was
At
so
that point,
beautiful.
it was like rugged and hardly inhabitable. Like, you ever see the first people that settled Seattle? They built their shit like way up. Well, the first people built it on Alki and it flooded their houses. So then they started building it like up on the hills. And it's, I don't know. Every time I move somewhere, I try to learn about like the history of the place. And I usually look at old photos and shit. It's weird. They used to build them like up on these weird mounds. Have you ever seen those pictures?
Not the old stuff. So many states have Native American names. Seattle's a Native American name.
It's actually named after a person.
Chief Sealth, yeah.
Yeah.
It's named after a Native American. There's a lot of Native American names in the cities here.
Here's a Seattle mound house right here. See?
That's the mound house?
A lot of them were built like this.
Just mound house.
Because the original settlers built so close to the Puget Sound, and they didn't realize that the water would get high, like during the tide coming in and like heavy rain and that kind of shit.
There's a lot of Native American cities and like
Ohio
rivers and lakes here in Washington State. Washington itself is a Native American name. It's from the
Washington.
Maybe
no, it's not.
Yeah, it's after
no,
Denzel,
that comes
right?
from Europe. George Washington, a European guy. But yeah, there's plenty of them, like Milwaukee, Wisconsin,
Milwaukee,
Michigan. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. I grew up near a river. The mommy. That's like a dad joke that people would tell. Like people like the little native boy getting washed down the river and yelling for his mommy.
Mommy.
That's how the river got its
We
name.
have the Snohomish River, the Skykomish River.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Sammamish, I think, is
there's
all
a lot
tribal
of
names.
Because they're like Salish. A lot of them are Salish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, you can hear the difference in language between the way they talk and name things here as opposed to like New Mexico, where a lot of them speak like Navajo and those kind of languages.
You don't like the words.
Here's some.
Is this Sherry O'Terry?
No.
You don't like the words coming out of my mouth.
Okay, so pretty much.
No words. No words. Free
have to-
speech is dead.
Okay, so
Excuse me.
you're
Didn't do
definitely
anything.
coming off, man. You're definitely coming off.
No, we're not coming off.
You are.
And you're gonna have to take everyone off.
What?
You're gonna take everyone off?
I think she said the N-word or something, and now they're kicking her off the plane, and she's like, "Well, I gotta get off. Everyone's gotta get off."
Who does she think she is? Alex Jones' lawyer?
I think part of the problem is that a lot of people take medication before they get on planes, like anxiety medication, and they have a drink at the airport, and a lot of these people are like blacked out and act fucking stupid. I think that with this, that's the cause of a lot of these like freakouts on airplanes.
I think a lot of it also is that people are pieces of shit.
Well, but even people who are pieces of shit can have restraint. Well, like more restraint than they would if they're all like fucked up.
This is ridiculous. Do you guys see what's happening in America? You didn't like what he said, and now we're getting kicked off a plane. And all of you all are gonna have to wait. This is fucking outrageous.
You see what's happening in America? A small percentage of the population is ruining it for everybody.
Yeah, I hate when this kind of shit happens.
We're gonna turn into China.
We're gonna turn into China?
I remember one time, like, I was on the bus and there was some idiot on the bus pissing off the bus driver, so we had to stop and like deal with that shit. While they like yelled at the bus driver and the bus driver kicked them off the bus for like 10 extra minutes, you know?
Yeah, bus drivers.
That's a horrible job, man. There's people like smoking crack and shooting up in the back of the bus.
Bus drivers do not give a fuck. They put up with way too much shit all day long.
Yeah.
It's rough.
It's a lot. Sometimes I wonder if they're armed, because I would want to be if I was a
know
bus
some of the guys
driver.
would carry like sticks. Like
Oh man,
plucker
that's not
sticks and
enough.
stuff, baseball bats.
There's all kinds of weirdos getting on the bus.
There might be some guys carrying guns, but I don't think you're allowed to under the.
They should be allowed to, because there's weirdos. There's all kinds of weirdos that ride the bus.
They should be able to have katanas and nunchucks.
In some ways, that's more dangerous than a gun.
Yeah.
I mean, more dangerous. I mean, like, it's easier to take a sword away from someone than it is to take a gun away from them, because a gun's long range.
Yeah,
you
but
can
a gun will
take you out.
A gun was easier to hit somebody on accident.
That's true. I mean,
most likely
in a bus where everything's really close, you can hit someone with a
could,
sword
yeah.
pretty easily.
The president or the master people didn't like what I said. Like, how much? Really? Really? Oh, I love Elon Musk. He is the best.
She's high, right?
I mean, maybe.
Because a lot of these people have no priors. They have like no history of violent crime or outbursts or anything like that. It just happens to be on an airplane, and to me, she might just be crazy, but she seems intoxicated to me.
Elon Musk fans might become like the next Juggalo or furry. Like, dressing up like an animal, not that big of a deal. Enjoy yourself. But the fandom a furry makes is a little cringe. ICP, the music, yeah, whatever. Maybe it's not for you, but it's music. Music is... There's room for more music, but the fans make it extra. They just make it so much extra. Now, Elon Musk, like, yeah, you know, he's got a lot of money and an interesting viewpoint and ideas for the future, but the fans are going to make it cringe. They're going to cringe it up.
Because the math people in our row are kicking us off the plane.
The fat people in our row are kicking us off the plane.
I thought you said the mask people, but yeah, that's...
I thought she said fat.
Maybe. I heard mask
Maybe
people.
it is mask.
The guy next to her was cracking up.
Let's see.
Because the math people in
Masked. You heard it right.
our row are kicking us off the plane. Kicking us off. You know what? It's a beautiful day. I'm happy to stay one more night. I am suing you. What is your name, sir? I'm suing you, and I'm suing,
buddy, I guarantee I have more money
suing
than
the
you.
airline. Oh my
You're a
God!
fucking
I
jerk
have
off.
nothing to
Yeah, I'm a
do.
fucking jerk-off.
I used to dance
I'm a
on Broadway,
faggot.
and I'm not getting that.
Oh, now the guy's getting involved now.
Whoa.
Fucking vaccine.
Trump's gonna win there, right?
It's like Trump's gonna win.
Yeah, I'm filming you.
I'm filming you.
We're getting kicked off. Now I got your face.
Is this Corinne Forever and Ethan Ralph in those seats?
I love it. Let's go.
Is this the other side of the video when the cops come to take him out?
Everyone. Because it was free speech. Now, Gene is wrong. No, Gene, we're not getting...
Oh my God. She is going all the way around that gunt.
It's our anniversary. No.
Man, I'm fine. Faggots.
I think this is Ethan Ralph's parents. Look at the gunt. The gunt is coming out. Rolling, rolling, rolling. I'm glad they banned abortion. This guy's 12 months pregnant.
And then we board as soon as the sheriff gets here. We do apologize. We try to negotiate with the but it doesn't seem to be working. So we're going to have to take
What did we do?
What did we do? But what did we do? Why?
Can you tell me what we did? Listen, you gotta get off the plane because we're Trump supporters. Seriously, I really think
I don't think it's because you're Trump supporters. I think it's because you're fucking cunty about being Trump supporters. Like, again, it's the juggalo effective. It's one thing to support Trump. It's another thing to be a fucking MAGA doucher.
Don't do that because
off the plane when we did nothing wrong. It makes them right. It's fucking wrong.
At least furries and juggalos are happy with their existence when they choose that life.
Here is more gas money for your trip to Casper.
That bond.
Guess what airline this is?
Don't. Are you sure?
Yeah, I just looked it up.
No.
Yeah.
Doesn't look so bad.
Facing the wrong way.
JetBlue.
Yeah, okay.
Fly the friendly skies. JetBlue. We have Mike Tyson, Ric Flair, and your racist Ethan Ralph's parents.
It's crazy. Like, another thing that people don't consider is that an influencer with a big audience just happens to be sitting there getting this.
Oh, he's got a big audience?
It's a woman that,
she does?
that took this. Yeah, she's got...
Is it Pokimane?
No, her name's Charlotte. I don't know how to say her last name. I looked up her thing to see the original video.
Charlotte Beauregard?
You can read it. It's right there.
Oh, is it?
Oh, actually, you can't because
Charlotte
it's covered up.
D'Alessio.
Yeah. She's got like 771,000 followers.
Oh, damn.
So enough to get it noticed, and this TikTok has been watched 7.3 million times, and it was posted yesterday. So
JetBlue's like, look, we got affordable rates, but we can't afford to keep people like this on our airline. You guys got to go.
JetBlue's too high quality. Here's another crazy woman thing.
This video showing her slapping a 17-year-old.
Well, that's not her fault. Look at the fucking advertisement in the window. They're selling stuffed crazy bread. How is she not going to go
you've
crazy?
Seen this before.
What do you mean?
You're all ready to defend fat people when they don't get their
The
food.
sign in the window. They're selling crazy. You can't get mad when she comes to collect.
You happen to know an awful lot about
It
this.
says,
Almost like you've
it's
done-
crazy right
Do
in the
you
window, Ben. Right in the window. You can see that right there. Oh, it's crazy.
Her slapping a 17-year-old Little Caesars employee in Enid after ordering 2 pizzas.
Oh, she's missing
and
a tooth,
crazy
too.
bread.
They didn't have any of the crazy bread.
71-year-old drove.
Oh, they didn't have the crazy bread?
Yeah.
Window
So not only okay, if you advertise crazy and you can't even deliver on crazy, expect crazy to give you a receipt.
Started calling his client racial slurs.
She proceeds to call him the N-word. She don't just call him the N-word. She prefaces with, "You effing N person."
Then documents show Schuerman asked the teen, quote, "Did that hurt you?" When the 17-year-old said no, she got out of the car and slapped him across the face.
That didn't. I think the N-bomb hurt him more than that slap did.
The slap was weak.
That
as fuck.
slap was weaker than the N-bomb.
What a crazy bitch! I can't believe people are like this.
That didn't hurt you. Then I'll slap you and see if that hurts you.
It didn't
This young
hurt.
Man did the best that he could do to control himself.
2 weeks later,
You know
the
what I would have done if I
71-year-old
was him? I would have went and got like some pizza crust or something. And I would have dangled it just inside the window as I got your crazy bread. Come get it. And when she crawled through the window, I would jam the door shut and stick her there like Winnie the Pooh. You ever see Winnie the Pooh get stuck in a hole? I'd have her stuck in that window.
charged with a malicious harassment based upon race charge. That charge carries more weight than a standard assault.
What was more painful to him?
Yeah, when you do it the way she did it, it's almost undeniably a hate crime.
Good. Lock her ass up. Charge her with hate crimes.
When all you have to do, even if what you're doing is out of hate, if you don't say any racist shit when you do it, they can't charge you with a hate crime. Unless you're wearing a KKK uniform or something like that. But otherwise, if you're just an asshole and you assault someone, they can't say it's a hate crime. There's deniability there.
That's why every time I do a crime, even when I'm doing it out of hatred, I say sweet boy things. I'm like, "Excuse me, sir," and I sock him in his face.
So long for anything to be addressed in reference to this.
The Garfield County District Attorney not wanting to go on camera, telling News 4 Enid police couldn't arrest Schuerman because officers didn't witness the misdemeanor with their own eyes.
What?
They had the video. The police department had it. Little Caesars had it.
Yeah, if they had the video, what you can see it with your own eyes on video.
It's probably one of the cops' moms or something.
Having to pass the case off
I think they would bring that up in this story if that
to
was
the
the
DA
case.
so prosecutors could do their own interviews before getting an approved arrest warrant through the court. Documents show when the manager asked Schuerman what happened, she said, quote, "I harassed him like I always do."
I harassed him like I always do. Ain't nothing new.
God.
Ain't nothing new except this time I ain't have my crazy bread. Usually I come in there and say, "Hey, you got my crazy bread?" No.
Police, she was just joking around with the kid.
These type of cases would not have taken that long if the parties would have been reversed.
Oh, he's saying if the 17-year-old kid slapped an old lady? Of course.
I think he means racially, too.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that, too.
Here's a video from Right Wing Watch.
We who believe, we can close the portal.
So it's Roger Stone and some...
Steve Schultz, Robin D. Bullock.
Is he like some kind of... The guy on the bottom, I have no idea what all this symbolism is.
He looks like
behind him.
alt-right King Cobes.
But we can only close it through prayer, massive prayer. Millions of Christians praying to close the portal. If you look closely, there's like it's like a swirling cold. I've tried to find
vortex people.
Some natural explanation, reflection, or
it's a portal to hell, I think is what he's saying.
aerostat balloon for weather. No, I sent a personal friend down there. He thought I was crazy. I said, "Hey, do me a favor. Go down there. You a regular digital
Sedona
camera,
or what?
See what you see." And he said,
We have that. And Roger, how long ago did that?
This guy's like a Christian minister.
The Bullock guy or
the guy on the bottom. He's got a big sword.
Did they take that picture roughly?
Some of those were sent to me by my friend John Ardwood. I sent another guy down because I wanted to be absolutely sure. I'm not interested in.
He looks like silly Ray Cyrus.
Despise myself, but these pictures are only several weeks old.
Okay, so while you're talking,
his mailing address is in Warrior, Alabama.
Emily we have 3 of them from you. There's only a couple weeks old, several weeks old.
Excuse me, Stone Raj.
Remember what we just showed you a few minutes ago is months old, 3 or 4 months at least.
Yeah.
So Emily, while you're talking, Roger, show those.
I'm gonna
3
switch it
photos.
up so people can see the. Oh man, they're changing it. now. I want people to see the guy on the bottom. Look at that guy.
And remember what we just showed you a few minutes ago is months old.
He's playing like the dark, like almost goth angle at being a Christian minister.
He's the what's that fucking Chris Angel?
He's the Chris Angel of Christian
Christian Angel.
Yeah.
3 or 4 months at least.
Yeah.
So Emily, while you're talking, Roger, show those 3 photos that your friends took. There.
Oh, there's the vortex, guys.
Oh no!
There's that
portal
this
to
is one
hell.
of Trump's buddies too. This is hilarious.
Yeah, this guy was a big time Proud Boy cohort.
Yeah, and he was convicted and pardoned.
Good thing.
There you can see it. It's very, very clear. It doesn't move day or night. It's harder to see during the day.
Can we see a video of it? You fucking
at night.
nincompoop.
And I'm absolutely convinced about the inherent. There it is again. About the inherent evil of what.
It's not like the moon behind a cloud.
No, that's the inherent evil there.
Oh.
It's a portal to hell over the White House because of Biden.
It looks like the moon on a cloudy night, like a partial moon.
What's going on in the White House? What's going on in the country? And I think it's imperative that people know about this, that people of good faith, that Christians know about this, and we begin.
Or even like, I was going to say maybe even the sun setting, but the sky would be brighter with the sun setting, but that's the moon shining through clouds at night.
A national, essentially.
And they're saying it's over the White House. It's It's a portal to hell over the White House because Joe Biden's there.
A prayer assault to close the portal.
That's good. Now there's one during the day that it's harder to see.
This is the
But
day?
But you can see it.
It's
Yeah,
there.
but you can
It's
see it if you look
there above
hard
the
enough.
White House. So
It's always above that gable. You
It's
notice
always
that?
above that
It's right
gable.
above the gable.
That's where Zool is now.
It's always pointed above the gable.
There's going to be hellhounds running around on the White House lawn. All hail Zool. There is no Biden, only Zool.
it is. Now, Roger, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you're talking about prayer, that it needs
We have to close the portal. That's what this is about. We now,
Do they? I want to know if they actually believe this, or if they just know their followers will believe anything they say. So they're like hamming it up, like, yeah, we must close the portal.
I think there's no way that all three of them don't believe it.
At least
one of them believes it. They might all three believe it.
I would say the guy on top probably believes it, and Roger Stone and Mr.
Robin D. Bullock.
Yeah,
Pastor Bullock.
Because they both look like hucksters.
Christians.
Yeah, but people are fucking gullible these days. They want to believe in something, and there's not much left to believe in, so they just fall into whatever trap they get closest to.
Obligation is to close the portal, which is essentially to drive Satan away. We were born for this moment. I have to
for sure.
It is Roger Stone's destiny. The prophet President Trump pardoned me and got me out of prison so I could close the portal to hell over the White House.
The sword and the stone.
For sure.
I've been preparing this for this moment my entire life without even knowing it.
Without even knowing
Then how do you prepare for something that you don't know about?
Can I tell you something? Every moment of your life, you've been preparing for without knowing it. Every moment of your life. It's every moment up until here has been preparation for here. Every day of your life, every single moment. You just usually fail. Most people just fail, but you've been preparing for this moment. Like when I get up to go to the bathroom right now, I've been preparing for this moment my whole life, Ben.
No, you've just spent a significant percentage of your life in a bathroom.
True.
So you don't need to prepare for it. Dude punishes toilets. Seriously. And I do not want to go into that bathroom for at least 20 minutes. Probably 2 hours. Everyone give the stream a like. Check out, I need to take myself off full screen to do this. Check out our reissue of the amazing old school DP Smoke Pen Everyday t-shirt. This is going to be available for everyone who's a $50 patron during the month of May. $50 or more during the month of May. You get the shirt and all of the lower perks included. So if you
Now that Billy is gone, here's some money.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I could use some. This is my birthday week. My birthday is on Saturday, and I still have to stream that day. So if you could help me out. Last year I took off a whole week during my birthday, and not this year. Got to keep making them monies. Got to keep the grind going on. Thank you, thank you. Get a chemical vacuum hood over my toilet. Like they use at like a print shop. Birthday IRL stream. On my birthday, I'm going to be streaming here, doing the show like we normally do on Saturday. You know what? I like it. But I mean, he's also constantly farting in here. This is a very small room full of like warm computer equipment. And he's always farting. Let's see what else we got.
Milwaukee.
This video shows.
Oh no, we already had that. Did we get to the end of this? How long was this?
I don't think we watched the end of it. No.
All right.
Knowing it. I just thought I was a political warrior, but this is no longer a war in the political realm.
That's right.
And I do know how it comes out because I know how the Bible comes out. But I don't know exactly what the plan is, but I do know that closing this portal is crucial to victory.
And how do you do it?
And I want others to talk about it. I want others to see it. You can look it up online. You can go to that live camera. It's up every night, folks.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll take it down, by the way. I predict to you they'll now take it down so people can't see it.
Right.
But this is not some practical joke. This isn't some conspiracy theory. I'm absolutely convinced that this is it's demonic. It is a satanic portal. It is access to this earth by those who are evil, and only by closing it will we be successful in saving this nation under God.
This is completely psychotic.
I know. What is this? The portal. Why isn't everyone being like, hey, we saw this portal? Like, if it was there, there'd be...
Because not everybody has a stupid fucking agenda to get in touch with crazy people.
Yes.
My favorite conspiracy is that the reptilians feed off of our anguish, and that's why we suffer so much, because the reptilians that have enslaved our planet feed off of all of our misery.
I thought they ate rats.
No, they feed off of our misery. They feed off of our fear. Yeah.
Let's check out some oddities. Here we go.
Clee disappear. Clee disappear.
Clee disappear.
Clee disappear.
All right, here we'll go back to the other one. Here we are. This is a pretty good cover song.
Like, look at this. Buffalo Wild Wings. We wildin' out with a wild burger.
Nice.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Excuse me. Appreciate y'all subbing to the Patreon. That's most.
He got a burger from Buffalo Wild Wings. I mean, like
Wild Burger.
Yeah, I mean it's okay, but
definitely what's up.
Wild Burger is their burger delivery service.
Is it?
Yeah.
Double burger.
They don't lether wings?
They deliver wings as well.
Cheddar cheese, tomato, pickles.
Wild Burger is their new ghost kitchen.
Onions.
Grilled onions.
Bacon. Brisket.
Holy shit, that's too much.
Southwestern Ranch.
He's gonna hold it like an apple.
Mayo, bacon, aioli.
It's a good song.
And French fries. Buffalo Wild Wings. We wildin' out with a wild burger.
Wildin' out with a wild burger.
It's a good song.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh my God, it looks like he bukkakied all over himself.
Let's do this. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is good.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Most definitely not what's up.
Well, this is great.
It is not.
Oh, this is stupendous. Look at that burger.
He's holding it like an apple.
He's a happy boy.
Did nobody ever teach him how to eat a burger?
I think he had to learn on his own. That's why he enjoys it so much more than everybody else. Oh God.
That was something else. I enjoyed that.
You gotta palm it. Chris Shanna's back in jail, says Cringe Vids.
Oh, damn.
Did Christine Weston leave the asylum?
Sounds like it. Here's some Andy Dick stuff.
Oh.
The one I'm with.
Oh, fuck. The fucking Leatherface is talking right now?
What?
Hi, Leatherface. Hi, Leatherface.
What?
I'm the spick. I'm the spick.
Whoa.
No, I'm the spick. I'm the
Whoa,
spick you were talking to
whoa.
earlier. Remember? The spick. The Mexican. No, the spick. Hey, Leatherface.
Yeah, we get it.
Me. The spick.
This is all he says.
Spick, all right, Leatherface?
You said he was poor because of his shoes. You dumbass. He's such a fucking dumbass bitch.
Imagine.
Whoa.
This fucking bitch has so many filters. Can you imagine what she looks like in the daytime, like without fucking all the filters?
They're just having fun.
Yeah, Leatherface. Hey, Leatherface, we're good, dude.
Who are they talking to?
They're talking to Elisa.
Oh my god.
It's Elisa.
Leatherface, you gotta understand something. I love leather shoes. I have crocodile shoes, all right, Leatherface. Nah, listen.
Was this the night that she doxed them?
Did she? I had no idea.
Yeah, she posted. She says, Andy needs help. Andy needs to be rescued right now. And she gave the location of the RV that was like broken down in the forest.
It's like a crocodile purse.
Dude, how much fillers do you use? Can you tell me how much like Botox you use? Please be honest. How many cc's?
Yeah, she's not ashamed of it. That's right. She's like, so much.
How many cc's? How much cc's?
Just
Come on.
tell us. Come on, bitch.
Come on, bitch. Tell me. Tell us right now. Come on, Leatherface. Let's go. Hey, can you tell me how much you hate Mexicans? How much you hate Mexicans?
She said call on Sunday. That's when she does her show. Here's a little more.
Damn.
She had your back.
She wasn't talking shit about you.
Yes, she was. She called me a spick.
I didn't hear her say that. You took the phone, remember? She was telling me that you were being mean to me.
Because I was drunk.
That's an excuse.
I don't get drunk. I haven't been drunk around you not even one time.
I know.
And this is the first time I'm having fun. We're going to go out.
I don't care. Don't worry.
I know, but that fucking beef jerky fucking bitch straight up said, like...
Do you even know who this guy is? Because I don't know.
This is Casey, content god.
Oh.
He owns the RV, and he set up a lot of the RVs that happened. And then Captain Content got his own RV, and then everybody else started getting their own RVs.
She hates Mexicans. Can you imagine hating Mexicans and being in America hating That's a racist ass bitch. That's why her last name is Schwartz, dude. She's like, oh, I looked you up, dude. I'm like, okay.
She said that?
Yeah, straight up.
Well,
She's
then
like,
why did she say she didn't know you? That's my point.
she's fucking fake. She's like, I'm from Howard.
He's like, she's a liar.
Stearns, nigga. Nobody knows who Howard Stearns is, dude. Get with the times.
Howard Stearns.
You fucking beef jerky face. Nobody gives a fuck about your fucking Howard Stern, your frogging friends, or where the fuck you're from. You stupid, nasty ass bitch. Like, guys, I think she's in chat, so tell this fucking bitch, tell beef jerky face with her fucking lathery face that thinks that she's all badass and so pretty with her filters. Bitch, nigga, nobody likes you. You're a fucking cloud chasing whore, dude. You're not just because you have a little vagina fucking lips that are, like, guys are like, listen, bitch, you're nobody. Nobody cares about you, dude.
Wow.
That's not a very sweet boy thing to say.
It is not.
That's not a very sweet boy thing to say at all.
Here's an Andy Dick clip I found.
People are like, can you believe this Casey guy has children? They're like, this is like, Casey is the one guy in IP2 that can keep his shit together long enough to set all the other fucking bowling pins up and watch them knock each other down. That's what he's been doing for the last 4 years. He gets like the limos, the RVs, he gets all the cars, gets everybody together, and then watches them fucking self-destruct. He's kind of like the puppet master of IRL.
Let's say you were straight.
Uh-oh.
Can you imagine, just completely straight, could you imagine a scenario where you would enter a gay relationship, get your ass fucked every night for years just to put on appearances for the folks next door?
I could.
I think a guy that fucks asses has an easier time fucking a pussy than a guy who generally fucks pussy moving over to a guy's hairy ass.
That was the clip.
That
was a great show.
That's fair. Makes a lot of sense. The one thing I know about ass versus vagina is the ass is not warm like vagina. It's not the same.
All right.
It's not the same. Yeah. But if you're a guy who likes to fuck ass, you move over to vagina, it's like, hey, this is like ass, but warm. This is like apple pie, but warm. I love apple pie. It's warm.
It's warm.
You never like poom poom. You must know you never like poom poom.
You eat the poo poo.
You guys are talking about using warming lube. Come on, man. I'm not Inspector Gadget. I don't have all these special ops.
Check this out.
Engulfed in flames and
it's a trash fire. A giant trash fire.
Shrouded in smoke, the city of Delhi entering day 4 of a massive blaze. Firefighters are working desperately to contain the flames in the northern part of the city as residents there struggle to breathe.
Is there anyone out there? Because it's getting harder and harder to breathe. Nobody is coming to help sense the fire.
The fire began Tuesday at a landfill, which is about the size of 50 football fields and filled with a trash heap more than 17 stories high.
Damn.
No deaths or injuries have been reported from the fire itself, but the air quality in Delhi is now classified as very poor, leaving some residents on edge.
People fall sick here because of the smoke every hour. The fire starts, the smoke spreads everywhere.
Yeah.
Just look around, the whole colony is engulfed in smoke.
India is among the countries with
Smoke
the worst
trash
air
every
quality
day.
in the world, largely from car and industrial pollution.
Oh my God, that looks awful. That's like when there's a wildfire around here.
That's probably worse. I can't imagine. The smell of burning garbage got to be worse than the regular smell of burn,
1.6
right?
million Indians died because of air pollution, a study by Boston College found. Breathing the bad air can lead to lung and heart disease, among other issues. Fires only making the situation worse.
Fire outbreaks generates a huge amount of gases, obnoxious gases, which are toxic in nature, and this can have short-term and long-term health impacts, including cancer.
This is the 4th landfill fire in Delhi in the past month. The piles of garbage produce methane when they rot. That gas, coupled with the historic
That's fart gas.
heat wave, has sparked fires. Those heat waves expected to become more brutal as the world continues to grapple with climate change, with the potential for an unending cycle of heat waves leading to fires and more air pollution. Already this year, the heat wave has impacted the country's critical wheat harvest, with temperatures.
We've been having colder than usual temperatures here. Like colder than average.
In farming
for this
regions
time of
hitting
year.
almost 120
Yeah, we'll get like a
degrees.
couple days where it's warm, then it's back to cold.
Yeah, it'll be like 66, 67, and then it's down to like mid-50s.
Then I have to huddle up in
No
a
word
blanket.
yet on what caused this
Mid-50s and highs, and then lows are like in
fire,
the 40s.
but the state has ordered the North Delhi municipality fined for negligence and failing to prevent the blaze.
They got a $25,000 fine for this.
Really?
I don't know. They said they were fined. The fines are never...
They're never adequate for the damage they cause.
Yeah.
I mean, if people die and they can find that it was intentionally set, then people sometimes get manslaughter or murder charges. Here's an interesting story. There's a manhunt going on for this corrections officer who helped a convict escape, and they don't know if she was like coerced into doing it or if she willingly did it.
And they think that she
Not
might be kidnapped with him or what?
Alabama, and a story that sounds like the plot from a movie of the week. The FBI has joined the manhunt for an escaped prison inmate and a corrections officer who they say helped him with the jailbreak. Here's CBS's Janet Shamlian.
Tonight, an Alabama sheriff searching for an escaped capital murder suspect says one of his own corrections officers, Vicky White, was in on it.
We have had a warrant issued for Director Vicky White
The charges are permitting or facilitating escape in the first degree.
White claims she was driving inmate Casey White, no relation, from the jail to a courthouse
Just
mental
a bunch of white-on-white criminal action over here.
health evaluation on Friday, then going to a medical appointment herself. The sheriff now says neither statement was true. And taking a prisoner without a second deputy was a violation of policy. Her patrol
she's
car
in on it.
You think he's tossing her the pipe?
Yeah, they said that she retired and sold her house before the jailbreak.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
was found in a shopping center parking lot.
He's 6'9"
later that day.
The patrol car left the detention center and went straight to the parking lot. And there was not enough time for them to even attempt to try to come to the courthouse.
This is Casey White last week inside the jail where he was being held on charges of capital murder, 6'9" and 260 pounds. He was put into the patrol car, handcuffed and shackled.
We've gotten a couple of tips on a possible vehicle. We're still pursuing that, trying to get a positive confirmation on a
And I just want to say, Vicky White, you done real bad for us here at the county, and we would like if you just turn around and bring that tall son of a bitch murderer back to us, please. Vicky, I'm very disappointed.
56-year-old Vicky White has been with the department almost 17 years, several times named Employee of the Year.
Wow.
The widow, who had no children, submitted retirement papers Thursday. Friday was to be her last day.
She did sell her home about a month ago and talked about going to the beach.
Oh, yeah, she's on the run with him.
Let's go
Nobody
to the
thought she was
beach.
going to retire. Right. Nobody saw this coming.
Vicky White's mom says her daughter never mentioned Casey White, who's only been in that jail since the end of February. Authorities are now reviewing videos from inside to determine the nature of the relationship.
Sharing the same last name, it'll probably be pretty easy for them to convince everybody they're a married couple. Now when they travel.
They have to change their appearance.
Yeah, be smart maybe if, like, she put him in a wheelchair.
No, she should put him in a Harlem Globetrotters jumpsuit.
Okay. Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
This is one thing I'll say. This is one thing I'll say. Because of the social backlash against blackface, nobody's going to expect it. So if he just blackface is Harlem Globetrotter.
There are white Harlem Globetrotters now.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Yeah. I think there's even women Harlem Globetrotters. It's very diverse now.
If I was her, I would put him in a wheelchair and I would pack clothing around him so he looks like a big fat, because nobody would know he was 6'9" if he was in a wheelchair. I'd get like a big fat chunk in clothes. Like, yeah, this is my fat invalid husband. He hurt himself in. I do some stolen valor stuff. Like he hurt himself in Pakistan, and then I'd be like rolling his ass around at the airport. Like, yeah, could you roll this guy for me? I gotta get on this airplane to Aruba with him. Such a pain. Such a pain. Yeah, this is my husband, Casey White. Yeah, my name is Vicky White. Yeah, we're married. This is my husband. Done. They'd be in Aruba by tomorrow. Do.
They'll find him. They always find
Nora,
him.
quite a
Not
story.
always.
Janet Chamlian, thank you.
When it gets this so high profile, someone normally recognizes them. Dude, there's a midget Harlem Globetrotter.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, there didn't used to be one of those either.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I know all about the history of the Harlem Globetrotter.
All about it?
Yeah. They were like almost like a carny act in their own way.
Yes,
doing
that's
exhibition basketball games, and they had the only white guy on their team was also like the manager. He was like a Jewish guy that was like he ran the show and everything.
Yeah,
they traveled all over the world. It was I watched like a documentary about them.
The Hotshot Swanson is the dwarf.
Yeah. The back in the day, the Harlem Globetrotters played an exhibition against the Minneapolis Lakers, who were the champions of like professional basketball at the time, and they beat them. They were more of a legit team at one point than they were like because they're almost like WWE style basketball, where it's a rigged game and it's more about like tricks and stuff than it is an actual competition.
But don't you think that that would make it harder for the Lakers to beat them if they were goofing around.
It wasn't back like it was just a straight up game back then. And there wasn't an NBA back then, so there were different leagues and that kind of shit. Shit, what else do I have?
Ethan Ralph, what's up, dude?
How's it going, Dalton? What's up, brother?
We're just hanging out. How are you?
Pretty good, man. Getting ready for the big show tomorrow. Kind of slotting in some of the.
This is a new one.
I think so.
Some of the schedule there. I know you're going to be on too. So
yeah,
the big show kind of has a few bookkeeping requirements to it. So I've been going through and let's see how many I got on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's not new like as of today. But
I thought we watched this one the other day.
did we? Did we already watch it? Never
I thought
mind then.
so.
We may have. We may have. Let me see what else. I'm gonna step out to use the facilities.
All right. Should I open up this thing while you're gone?
Yeah, sure.
All right, guys, we have a package. I'm gonna open it up, and hopefully it doesn't explode in my face. That would be. Make sure to put the address.
Explode in your face.
Don't do that, Ben. Don't do that, Ben. Please don't do that, Ben. Gotta make sure the address isn't shown. Open this box. Open the box. What the hell is inside? Okay. This is from Jackpot. So it could be a glitter bomb. Jackpot's resourceful. I feel like he wouldn't do that to me. But you never know. Oh, shit. Okay. There's a lot going on here. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here just yet. This letter. There's a letter. I'll read the letter. And then there's a card, too. The letter says, "Hey, Ben and Billy. Mrs. Jackpot was thrift shopping, and she found this. I thought it would be an excellent guest room for Billy if he ever visited, and then she reminded me that my blast exposure head injuries screw with my spatial recognition sometimes. It would be better used by the Drunken Peasants as a guest room for Dusty the Cockatiel should they ever visit the studio. Congrats on 1,000 episodes. Jackpot." And then this one is a card. I'll read the card. The card says, "Ben and Billy, happy 1,000 episodes to you. Happy 1,000 episodes to you. Happy 1,000 episodes, dear Billy." Flip. Happy 1,000 episodes to you. Enjoy the Washington license plate Birdhouse. It was a gem of a find. Wanted our favorite podcast host to have it. The back says a whole bunch of other stuff. Let me get this damn thing out of here now. It's a birdhouse. It's a license plate, roof of a apple house for a bird to live in. And the bottom feels like it's gonna, I don't know. It feels like it's like there might be a critter in there already. It's bothering me. Isn't that cute? This is gonna be my new home. I can't even fit my dick in there, let alone the rest of me. That's cute. Thank you, Jackpot. I'm going to have Ben put this up in the yard so we can attract birds. Like a little hummingbirds maybe go inside there. It's so small. It's cute. Did you drop a grumpy in it? I was shaking it for grumps. I didn't see any grumps. There were 0 grumps. Check for smokables. I didn't see no smokables in there. It's a nice birdhouse, though. Doom. Billy Bird Boy in the house. Nick Fuentes Birdhouse in the house.
So what was it?
It's this birdhouse.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a Washington State birdhouse.
Yeah, that's really cool. So, like, Jackpot sent it to us. Did he make it or something? Or
I
what?
think they found his Mrs. Jackpot found it at the thrift store.
Oh, cool.
And
yeah.
I don't know if the bottom is supposed to come out or what. I feel like it's just got to sit out and let birds live in it. Like, do you put feeder in there? What do you do? Like, how's that work?
We have all kinds of birds here in this neighborhood. There's so
Yeah.
many.
It's a small hole. Probably a hummingbird would go in there. What do you think?
Yeah. Even in the winter when there was snow outside, there was hummingbirds around here. It was really crazy.
They need that in the winter.
I guess this is so you can put stuff in it?
I don't know. It feels like it's not supposed to spin all the way, but it like, yeah, the bottom like moves slightly.
It's interesting. Yeah, it's cool. Thank you.
It's got a little apple in the front.
Yeah.
It's your camera's not on, so nobody can.
Oh,
see.
shit.
Ben was displaying it very proudly.
Yeah.
It's cute. Just put it out. They'll move in. Might be able to put that on Airbnb.
What?
That house, the rental here in Seattle, prices are going through the roof.
Oh, God.
It is for ventilation and for cleaning. Nice. Get cookie oven. Cookie oven.
C is for cookie.
Cookie.
I'm going to find some videos really quick here.
Apple for the teacher. Washington apples. Apples are Washington state fruit.
Yeah.
They're
that
very
is true.
popular here.
Yeah, when you drive out of the city, you'll see orchards here and there.
Yeah, the Eastern Washington has tons of apple orchards. I heard that our orchards produce giant apples and we ship them all to China because they pay more for them.
Maybe.
I don't know if that's true or not. It might have just been propaganda, I heard.
There's all kinds of Chinese goods that come in here, like when there's the supply chain issue, there were a ton of boats with like Asian writing on them parked out there. What else we got here?
Did the supply chain issue get fixed?
I think it's at least better. I don't know. I haven't heard that much about it in a little while.
Nutritious, delicious apples from Washington State. Tuesday, May 3rd, Teacher's Day. Happy Teacher's Day to all the teachers out there.
Is that what it is?
It's May 3rd, Teacher's Day.
I had no idea.
I heard it was Flag Day.
What you know, there's a town in Ohio called Findlay, Ohio, and it calls itself Flag City, USA.
Flag City?
Flag City, USA. Findlay, Ohio, Flag City, USA.
Because you love flags.
I think that's a weird... They mean the American flag, though.
Oh.
Yeah, they mean...
Yeah, I guess in a way, you and Trumpster Bob both love flags.
I like the variety.
He likes the specificity.
When you first enter Findlay, there's a giant, like, marathon oil container that has Flag City, USA. I don't even really understand what that means. We're Flag City.
They probably produce the most flags made in America to sell to America.
I don't know if they produce them.
I bet you they do. Or was that where the flag was first designed?
No. People weren't living in Ohio when that happened.
In Ohio?
That was Betsy Ross that designed the original American flag.
Was she born in Flag City?
No, she would have lived in like the original colonies.
Should we look up the history of Flag City?
I guess. Let me see.
Just over here enjoying Flag City. We might as
There's
well
nothing
look
there,
into
by
its
the
rich
way.
history. Flag Day, June 14th. Oh.
June 14th. How did Findlay become Flag City? Through a community-wide effort spearheaded by the Women's Division of the Chamber of Commerce, the city of Findlay was named the flag capital of the United States on Flag Day, June 14th, 1968. A
Damn.
proclamation which has been made part of the congressional record on June 12th. So it's not even that they make flags there. It's like, we want to be known as the Flag City, and I hereby proclaim Findlay, Ohio, Flag City, USA. And they're like, yay!
Wow,
In
people, I can't believe they don't make
1968.
flags there. It's pretty interesting information that we looked up today. Catch y'all back at the morning zoo in about 5 minutes to drive from 5.
Yeah.
This one goes out to Flag City.
Flag City.
No. Hey, good night. There was a guy that loved flags and started Flag Day. The end.
Yeah.
You would think there was more rhyme or reason behind Flag City and or Flag
I knew
Day.
it was like some patriotic bullshit. There's a lot of towns in Ohio like that. Like there's a town called Independence, Ohio.
Roger Wilco says they produce more meth than flags.
Mhm.
But you can't call it Meth City.
You're right. Meth City, USA.
Meth City, USA.
I think it's ridiculous that there's a George Washington.
Yeah.
It's right in the middle.
Yeah.
George Washington.
It's where they have the big concerts at the Gorge, the festival.
The Gorge
It's
in
the
George.
Gorge at George.
That's ridiculous. That's hilarious.
They need to have a Denzel Washington.
Dude, yeah, some little shit town should just change
They
its name.
should.
That's how New Mexico got Truth or Consequences, New Mexico.
Really?
Yeah, they had a different name. I don't remember what it was. And they were just like, let's change the name of our city. What's popular right now? And that was a popular game show at the time.
Truth or Consequences.
Yeah. Flag City, USA.
Flag City, USA. 3 ways to play. Thank you for the dodo.
Yeah, if you guys want to start the tip train, we won't complain.
Another one bites the dust. Fat ass and meatball.
The morning zoo.
$6 towards the goal. Saturday's morning zoo will be at night if we make the goal. That's a special bonus zoo. Hey.
Bonus zoo.
Gonna have another bonus zoo, hey meatball?
That's right. But what's your name? Fat ass.
Yeah.
That's right, fat ass.
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh. I need the slide whistle drop.
Yeah. We got an absolute banger here this morning. That's right. We're going to have a meatball live in studio. Going to eat 1,000 bananas. Oh, my God. Then we're going to have Oingo Boingo in for an interview. 9 a.m. on the hour, every hour.
Oingo Boingo. That means we would have Danny Elfman come in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which would actually be insane.
Yeah. It'll happen.
One of the biggest Hollywood composers ever.
We're going to have Oingo Boingo in, and he's going to sit down with Meatball and talk music trivia.
You can call me, I like the name Meatball. I'll take it. Thank you, Trumpster Bob.
It's not a bad name.
Yeah. I'm just going to change my name to that.
And the Morning Zoo. You're listening to Fat Ass and Meatball on the Morning Zoo.
We could do this with a little preparation. We could do Meatball in the
Yeah,
Morning
this
Zoo.
month's private show is going to be Meatball in the Morning, Fat Ass Meatball in the Morning Zoo. It's going to be an all audio episode. We're just going to have a picture of a fucking radio on the screen. Oh, yeah, that's right. Fat Ass and Meatball are going to try for the fun run this week. That's right, the Children's Hospital Fun Run. Meatball's been practicing. We're gonna go for the 40-mile dash for the children. It's for the kids. I don't know other radio
Caller
sounds.
number 10 on the Morning Zoo hotline wins 2 free tickets to the Autorama. Sunday.
Hello, you're caller number 4. Sorry, we're going to have to go hang up now. We're going to look for caller number 10. Hey, you're caller number 10. If you could answer the question correctly, this member of Oingo Boingo did the score for some of your favorite movies. Yeah, I just don't know.
You're stupid.
You lost it. It was Danny Elfman, you fajib.
I want this now. We need the morning zoo.
It's fat ass and meatball in the morning zoo.
I can't believe I've been doing this DP shit all this time when I could have been doing fat ass and meatball in the morning zoo.
Should have been doing the morning zoo.
Jesus.
What happens if we start streaming audio only episodes in the morning, 7 a.m., 1 hour a day?
You are not waking up at 7 a.m.
Shit, yeah, I am. It's for the morning zoo. Actually, it's got to be 7. It's got to be 4 a.m. because we got to go live to air on the East Coast.
That would be hilarious. We should get syndicated over on the East Coast, even though we're out here.
It's fat ass and meatball on the morning zoo. Explosions.
I love it.
We have to have like that one girl that's just there to yes man us the whole time.
Laugh in the background.
She just laughs and yes mans us.
Like a Robin Quivers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can get one Cheshire.
There was this other one I used to listen to called Rover's Morning Glory. It's out of Cleveland, but it's nationally syndicated, and they had some insanely hilarious bits. They had almost like an egghead character on their show. His name was Jeffrey, and they would pull all these jokes on Jeffrey, and Jeffrey would like react kind of the same way Egghead does. Like they gave Jeffrey his own segment and then made this like paper mache face of him. And then his segment was to review movies, and then they took it away from him and gave it to the paper mache Jeffrey, and he freaked out and like stabbed this paper mache Jeffrey.
Got him.
And they also he had like skid marks in his underwear. Jeffrey was like a very special kind of character.
Jeffrey was like Egghead.
Yeah.
Eggheads are Jeffrey.
Yeah.
All right, we got a call in right now on the morning zoo. Colton, you're live. Oh, jeez, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't believe you gave my job to an actual cumsock. Oh. Yeah, sorry, Colton. The cumsock has better opinions on films than you do. You fucking buffoon. Oh, we just got kicked off air. I said the cuss word.
Oh, yeah. Damn, the FCC's going to fire us now. Or fine us.
The
rather.
FUCC. Now, if you really want to tell somebody to fuck you, you really want to say fuck you? Say F-U-C-K. F-U-C-K. And they're like, what do you mean F-U-C-K? Your emphasis on the U. And then you say the N-word. Blap. It's been a weird fucking night, guys.
Yeah, here's
You're really bent out of shape over paper mache Jeffrey, aren't you?
Yep. I like the
Jeffrey, I mean, it's a paper mache.
It doesn't matter.
But it's paper mache. How can you be so angry at that?
See, and there's the girl. And that guy in the back, he actually had a boxing match against Butterbean. And surprisingly didn't get knocked out by him.
Well, you guys have a sick psychotic attachment to an inanimate object.
We love him.
But you want to fight him and burn him, and you think we're sick?
Yeah, you want to do that to an inanimate object.
Well, hey.
Doesn't that make you worse than us?
I don't know. Does it?
Huh? He won't even speak now.
I know you are.
He's
What
so
am I?
angry.
He's seething.
Yeah.
Can't believe he's seething. We really pushed Colton's buttons today. What's
Exactly.
wrong, Colton? What's wrong? We got up in your fifis and your feelings. That's why we hired Paper Mache Colton. He's way better than you.
That should be the next actual Mania. It should be Egghead versus Paper Mache Egghead.
Yeah, Joe will come in and be our Jackie the Joke Man.
That would be great.
I'm obviously already laying duh.
Your nose hasn't collapsed yet. I think Jeffrey actually follows me on Twitter.
Hey guys, if we hit tonight's goal, that's right, I will be riding the washing machine. Zwip,
The Sibian.
The tism is strong with golden.
Here, check this out. This is This is where Jeffrey actually freaked out and destroyed Paper Mache Jeffrey.
You guys, what do we? He's got a weapon. I don't know
Look how mad.
Jeffrey, put the Jeffrey. Oh my God, he's got little Paper Mache Jeffrey. He's destroyed.
Oh shit!
He killed the little Paper Mache Jeffrey.
Dead end, dead end, dead end.
He's destroyed Paper Mache Jeffrey.
God. That pen.
Good thing we have the big ones.
Jeffrey, sit down.
His
sit
mullet is hilarious. Oh
Jeffrey,
no!
Jeffrey, stop him! Stop him!
Dom, get in here. Everyone, just get it. Just take him out of the studio.
Take the pen out.
Remove him.
This guy had so much poop on his underwear too. He wore like tidy whities. They hung
Jeffrey,
his
gotta
like
settle
poopy
down. Settle
underwear
down,
in the
Jeffrey.
hallway.
Paper Mache Jeffrey is dead.
No more.
He's dead.
He's been destroyed.
Ladies and gentlemen,
like
Colton
that's what a serial
has killed Paper Mache Colton.
Yeah.
We made Colton out of old egg crates. And he's
Give him the
absolutely
eye.
mortalized this
Why are
egg
his
crate
eyes
Colton.
blinking red now? Does anyone know Morse code?
Yeah, I think he's saying he's going to prosecute you for killing his family, Jeffrey.
That's
So,
fair.
Bring it on, bitch.
Going to jail.
Now. Wait, you want a piece of him? You want a piece of
Jeffrey, no.
And Egghead's buddy's name is Jeffrey.
It is.
Out of it. Again, there's never going to be a truce between me and him. And until that happens,
He's talking about it like it's a real person. There's never going to be a truce between me and him. Yeah.
Phantom Prophets has got to be honest, said to my friend, no one is live in the UK. Let's watch Drunken Peasants. Now I found myself having to explain a lot.
There's a lot of explaining.
Including why I'm not really 16 years old. Bazooka! We're going to take callers in at the 5 o'clock hour. That's right. The Morning Zoo. Get your calls in right now.
It's drive time. I remember the radio station that my parents would listen to always played the old school, like, you know, you're off work siren, like at the beginning of the Flintstones, that kind of shit. Yep.
Your boy Elroy, we're going home. It's the 5 at Drive o'clock shock value top tour Morning Zoo. Yeah, we'll have to have ad reads to read live on the show.
See, that and PSAs, because all public airwaves or all radio stations lease public airwaves, and you're required to do station identification and PSAs periodically.
Do.
I always thought that was one thing that made Howard Stern fun to listen to back in the day, was like he had a whole crew of people in the studio that worked for him, and they all became part of the show. And that doesn't really exist even on Howard Stern now. They all do it from home now. They do it over Zoom meetings or however they do it, which is crazy. I had a Sirius subscription for a little while just to listen to Howard because I still like to listen to him. But once he went home, once COVID started and he's like never left home doing it, it doesn't have the appeal it used to have.
Yeah.
It's different. Like it's him and Robin and like Gary and them like in a Zoom call together.
Yeah. It's just not the same. But, you know, Drunken Peasants, as always.
Always has been.
As always is the same.
Always the same.
But what is new is we got to go to a break here on the Morning Zoo. And,
with the traffic report here on the 10.
As a matter of fact, as you all watching at home know, in times of crisis, the American Red Cross is there for the men and women of the United States Armed Forces and their families. From communicating messages during emergencies to outreach to the National Guard and Reserves to veterans assistance and military hospital visits, the Red Cross provides vital services. Support the Red Cross service to the armed forces and change a life. Starting with your own. To find out how you can help, visit www.cross.org.
Not a sponsor.
Or contact your local American Red Cross chapter.
We actually, for a little while, had a great deal where the government chucked us a couple bucks to read NHTSA PSAs. You remember that?
Yeah. Everybody got pissed because we were supporting no drunk driving.
I do not support drunk driving.
They're
Have
like,
you
"These
ever
drunken peasants."
Have you ever seen me drive when I'm drunk?
No, I don't.
No?
I don't see you drive.
You don't see me.
often.
Yeah. So like normally, if I, and that's the thing. That's the best way to ensure you never drink and drive. Because your judgment's impaired when you're drunk. It's better to not even put the temptation there. Like if your car's not there, you can't drive. So I always take the bus. When they used to have those Lime cars, do you remember the Lime cars?
Yeah.
That was great for a one-way trip. I would just pick up one of those and drive it into downtown. Park it anywhere. You could just park it anywhere and leave it there. I thought that was a great service, but I don't think enough people used it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They have zip cars still, but
Zip cars seem more... The Lime cars were not expensive at all. I would just take one of those Lime cars and park it somewhere and leave it and go downtown easily. That was faster than taking the bus. Little more expensive, though.
So do not drink or drive. This has been a message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Association, NHTSA.
Yeah. We got a little bit of time left, maybe like 5 minutes or so.
5 minutos para todo.
So I'm going to plan a post show for the next episode. And then probably on next Tuesday, we're going to do the booking committee and figure out what we're doing for other stuff. Take your suggestions. If you have any suggestions and you're a patron, you can, post them on Patreon or whatever. We listen. We listen to your suggestions.
We care. Remember, FDIC insured. Wow, wow, wow. Back to the morning zoo with Fat Ass and Meatball.
Yeah, we should do that. If it was planned well, we could each do several characters. Like one of us could do the news, the person who, because everyone has a different job with that shit.
I've been a fan of the Fat Ass and Meatball show since episode 1.
You're old school. You're a
And thank you, caller. Thank you, caller. It's really great. We're going to make sure to have you call in later on the hour for the big contest. That's right. We're going to have Oingo Boingo trivia here on Fat Ass and Meatball.
Yeah, we need someone to read the news. We need someone to read the weather report.
We should have
traffic report.
We should have Jeff Holiday record like 7 or 8 different weather reports, and we'll just trigger them throughout every episode. Like it sounds like there's like a helicopter in the background. Hey guys, it's Jeff high in the sky, and I gotta say, the traffic report. There is an actual train driving through downtown of
Fat Ass and
Drunkenville.
Meatball's morning news dump.
His morning news dump. Thank you for the call. Call in later for the Oingo Boingo ticket giveaway. 7 tickets to the concert tonight at the Lush Arena.
Oingo Boingo. I'm pretty sure being an Oingo Boingo got Danny Elfman into movie soundtracks because one of their biggest songs was Weird Science, and they wrote the title track for that movie.
Why don't people understand
my intentions?
My intentions.
There was a lot of science songs when it came to like new wave 80s pop music. There was also She Blinded Me with Science.
She blinded me with science. Yeah, 80s had a whole interesting like realm of pop music going like out of the norm.
Yeah. There was like even
everybody was kung fu fighting. That's a weird song, but
that is a weird song.
It makes sense.
I mean, even like Depeche Mode, they were like a pop group in the 80s originally. That was some interesting shit.
Tomo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Styx. I think that might be the 70s.
Styx was 7. Styx was great. Styx was more of like story ballad, and I think that
it was like an opera. It was like rock opera type shit.
You'd have like a lot of singers make their story ballads.
I was listening. This is weird because if I would have told myself, like if I could talk to myself as a teenager and be like, you listen to Boston now, I would be like grossed out. But I listen to Boston a lot, the band Boston. You know the
What's
band
the
Boston?
song they do?
God damn it. I wish I could just play it for you, but we can't.
Yeah.
There's
pretty sure I know like all their
More Than a
songs.
Feeling.
Yeah.
There's
that's a
one
good
whole
song.
album where, in my opinion, and this speaks a lot to an album like. And by the way, Boston is like a mid-70s band. Like it's like before my time, but I like it a lot. But yeah, that whole album, it's like their self-titled album. You can listen to it from beginning to end without skipping a song. Every song is like badass and leads into the next one perfectly. Pretty amazing.
Roger Wilco says Boston is dad rock.
Yeah, like it was like rock for people my dad's age, literally, because my dad was like in his 20s and the 70s, like late teens, early 20s. And the lead guitar player for Boston is from Toledo, actually. But the band is from Boston originally.
I'm trying to think of
the singer killed himself by like inhaling carbon monoxide on purpose, which is kind of fucking crazy.
what's the band that sings "There's a Hole in the World Tonight"? There's a hole in the world tonight.
I don't know.
I think of them as like dad rock for some reason. I can't remember the fucking band. I'm not good with band names. Like I can know all these songs. I don't know the name of the songs. I just know because I listened to them on the radio growing up, and I never really made a point to go out and search these songs because they were always just on the radio.
Yeah. A lot of those songs are
Chicago. That's the one. I knew it had a damn
city name.
City name.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are talking about Kansas and Chicago.
Kansas is good
Boston.
too. Like Wayward Son and shit like that. And I actually like some of the southern rock shit is cool too, which is also I guess like a genre of dad rock now. Like Skinner and 38 Special. I like both of those bands. I listen to them too.
Sticky says last year I mentioned something about Freddie Mercury being bi gay, and my dad was so fucking shocked and
Really?
offended.
Look
it
at
never
him!
even crossed his mind. But look at all of them back then, right? Like you thought that was just a rock star look, and it wasn't the fact they were just
His was like a little more over the top.
the leather daddy outfits he would always wear were pretty obvious.
You know who else did that? Rob Halford from Judas Priest would like wear like the hat.
I wouldn't even know what he looked like. Rob Halford from Judas Priest. I wouldn't even know.
And he didn't come out of the closet until he was like it was an older guy. Because you had to be closeted back in the day.
The guy that looked the most like a bitch was the one with all the women. Yeah, that's the problem with the rock stars. Some of those guys were very effeminate and getting all the ladies.
Yeah,
I don't even want to say women because like a lot of them weren't quite there
what Rob
yet.
Halford looked like in the 70s.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What band was this? Megadeth?
Judas Priest.
Oh, Judas Priest.
Judas Priest. Yeah, not Megadeth. Megadeth's singer is Dave Mustaine.
Yeah, I don't know any of that at all.
Megadeth is more 80s and Judas Priest is like 70s. You know, you got another thing coming. That's a Judas Priest song.
You got another thing coming. The guy that looked the most like a bitch was the one with all the women. How are we supposed to know Freddie Mercury was gay?
I think but Freddie Mercury, kind of like David Bowie, I think was like bisexual and were married to women and stuff like that. I think
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury had a wife.
He had a wife.
Yeah, so he probably just had preferences too, you know.
He probably just fucked anything that moved because he was super talented. And why waste your talent on monogamy? Psst. This is why when I grow up, I'm going to be super gay too. The Midnight Yell. Yeah. One day I'll be super gay. I'll just walk into a room with 90 cocks in it and blow them all down. And then go home to my wife and spit in her face. Does that taste like cum? Does that taste like cum?
In
She'll be
like,
yeah.
in like 2 weeks, the new Kids in the Hall comes out. I'm really excited about that. I saw the trailer for it and it's unbelievable.
Did you see they're making a sequel to that 70s show?
I'm not really that excited about that.
Oh. It's going to be that 90s show.
I know. You remember when they tried that 80s show and it failed?
Yeah.
It was on the same time, like it was around the same time as that 70s show was on the air.
It was a few years after they spun off, and it was supposed to be
It didn't work.
Eric Foreman's cousin, I think, was
Something
played
like
by the guy from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, I think.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I remember giving it a shot. I didn't really like that 70s show. It's not the worst show. It has its charm to it. You know, it's okay.
I know a lot of people that like were foreign exchange people that moved here and didn't have a lot of friends, or not even foreign exchange people who like moved around a lot and didn't have a lot of friends. They'd tell me that they would watch that 70s show and it would be like their friends because they're just hanging out, and that was their like friendship bonds because they didn't have friends because they kept moving. That made me. I never watched the show. I guess I watched it, but I never like watched.
The Rock was on it where he played his dad in one episode.
And Ken Shamrock and him, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think Ken Shamrock was playing.
Playing some
other
bruiser.
old school wrestler, I think.
Yeah, but yeah, multiple people told me they would move around, didn't have friends.
I don't
they would
really.
watch that, maybe their friends.
I'm not really into these like reboot series.
Just the Kids in the Hall is going to be exciting.
Well, it's not really a reboot; it's a continuation of the original
That
show.
90s show is a continuation too.
But that's trash, and Kids in the Hall is awesome.
Huh?
But I'm disappointed. I was really excited about Star Trek Picard, but like only when Jeff Holiday's here will I pretend to like it. It's pretty awful. It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know how you can get a job as a writer for Paramount streaming service and write such incoherent stuff. And you even have like the basis of Star Trek to work around, like all this lore, and you just make it something that just doesn't make sense. And you have the same actors play like multiple different characters and shit. It's confusing and weird. It's something else. Something else.
That's too bad.
Brent Spiner has played already like 4 different characters in Star Trek Picard in 2 seasons of Star Trek Picard. And then they got Whoopi Goldberg to come back and play her character, but she only did it for 1 scene, and then they went back in time and they have like this young woman that doesn't really look like Whoopi Goldberg aside from the fact that she's black. Like she doesn't look like a young Whoopi Goldberg or anything, but they got her to play the character instead, you know? But she has a very different look about her than Whoopi Goldberg. It just doesn't translate well.
Whoopi Goldberg.
She did shave off her eyebrows, or at least they covered them up somehow. It's like Discovery. You know.
They should replace Whoopi with Monty. What?
Monty Guinan.
What? That's not a good idea.
The bar Guinan bartended on the Starship Enterprise was called 10 Forward. And they gave us this ridiculously stupid explanation instead of just saying, oh, it's on deck 10 at the front of the ship. They made it so Guinan's old bar in the past, because they go back in time, was called, it was at 10 on Forward Street in Los Angeles. Like what? Yeah, 10 Forward Street. That's how it got the name, guys. It's kind of like how the prequels explain shit in a really dumb way, like midichlorians, and they thought they were being clever.
Well, that
with
didn't
it.
explain much. That was like an extra complication added on to the idea.
They were trying to give it like a scientific rather than like a spiritual explanation.
Yeah, but without any science to back it up, you might as well just say, yeah, this is fucking jujubes.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff like that where like it'd be cool if they explain something, but they do it in a way that makes it dumb. I guess I could say. I don't know. And then there's a lot of stuff that like just doesn't make sense. You're like, well, why are they doing this? Like, why did this happen? Anyway, I don't want to spoil it.
I don't want to spoil it and just say it fucking sucks. Don't waste your time.
Yeah, that doesn't spoil it, right? You might love it.
The Moon Knight New episode of Moon Knight. The season finale of Moon Knight.
What is it called again?
Moon Knight on Disney Plus, starring Oscar Isaac.
Boring.
Starring Oscar Isaac as a very interesting superhero character, is going to finalize tonight. It's only 6 episodes. For those of you that haven't gotten into it, you can sink your teeth in episode 1 and have a little marathon. By the end of the night, you can watch all 6 episodes of Moon Knight. I haven't seen... Is Moonfall the movie that came out? Yeah, it's...
I just want to say Disney is trash.
I kept looking up everywhere wondering why Moonfall wasn't being canceled for being anti-Semitic. I saw Moonfall like 2 days before it was released on one of those press screenings. Just out of nowhere, the bad guy comes from Hollow Moon. The Hollow Moon theory is legit. And then the bad guy is this giant space alien structure that has the frickin' Star of David on the front of it. And you're like, what? What?
There's a thing from
the Moon Jews?
There's a thing from a Mel Brooks movie like that. Jews in Space. You ever seen that?
I can't watch it.
It's History of the World Part 1, I think.
It's messed up.
And they're like, at the end, they're teasing History of the World Part 2. And it's Jews in space. And their spaceship is a giant Star of David.
It's messed up.
Yeah.
We're all going to hell. If you believe in it. What's a God to a non-believer?
All right. I think we're going to wrap this one up. We will see you guys on Thursday. We hope you all have a great night.
Thursday night.
And also something I forgot to mention. Someone tell me what super thanks are. We recently got them enabled, and I don't.
They're just like super chats, but they can be on videos that aren't live. So people can just do super thanks.
Super thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want to give us some super thanks, just donate to the Streamlab instead.
Yeah, I don't even know what they are. They were like, can you turn these on? I'm like, all right, I'll turn them on.
Yeah, it's just ways to don't know that YouTube gets a cut of. But
yeah.
Streamlabs doesn't give YouTube a cut. Oh my God, it's so much better.
Good night, everybody.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.